Hello, welcome back to Mr. Arsenal podcast for another Arsenal Premier League watch-along. Make up this time for the Premier League. Where the business is. As you can see, I'm joined by Joel. The others will be joining me soon. As soon as they hit backstage, I'll put them into the link as always. How you doing, Joel?
Yeah, good, thanks. Feeling quite positive.
It's scary when it goes like that, doesn't it? Because that's when the hope kills you. Especially if Arsenal anyway. I mean, the last time I was this positive playing Palace, we lost 3-2 at the Emirates under Emery.
Do you feel positive then?
Yeah, considering the changes that have been made.
That didn't sound any good at all.
No, I'm saying considering the changes that have been made, and obviously Partey's on the bench, which is good news. Obviously, he's not doing what he did last time, just throw him in at the deep end. He's actually going to give him a few minutes, probably near the end, maybe 20 minutes, 15 minutes or so.
Yeah.
Mari's been rested, which has been good man management because obviously he's not long back from a long injury, so they don't want to throw him in at deep end, overdo him, and then we have a Martinelli situation, almost Martinelli, because that's another positive this week. Martinelli, not as bad as we all first thought, thank God.
Oh, I know. We were all a bit panicky, weren't we, to be fair, when we all saw him rolling around in agony, and then Arteta said, obviously, in his press conference...
He didn't look good, he said.
He went in and he was bawling his eyes out. I thought, oh, no. I thought, this is like another Partey almost, like...
Yeah, to be honest, I was feeling the worst. So when he said that, I was thinking, okay, see, that's his season up then. Because when the managers say something like that, that's usually like curtains for the rest of their season.
Yeah.
Oh dear. And also, just because obviously Premier League game, I've got to touch on it. The Premier League clubs, all 20 clubs have been now given a final warning by the Premier League and all that. Basically, they cannot celebrate touching each other, high-fiving, hugging each other, nothing now. If they do it once, apparently, yeah. Because they've been having meetings.
Even though they're all tested and everything.
Yeah, because obviously the cases, there's Villa, there's been an outbreak at Villa, Newcastle, Southampton. I think even Danny Ings has been tested positive recently. There's an outbreak there. There are quite a few clubs that have been outbreaks, so they're thinking, well, it must be that basically. So they're trying to nullify that, bring that down. Otherwise, if they don't, they're going to do what they did last year, basically be forced to do it. Basically, the season won't end in May. It'll be delayed till longer because of it.
I think Villa have been sharing bathwater, haven't they?
They've been doing something because they're fucking old still.
Didn't they have about 13 last week or something? And that's between squad and staff.
The majority of them being the players.
Yeah.
And yet they weren't, because of that, because they've all been training with each other, haven't been able to obviously could have caught it themselves, so they've had to all self-isolate, the whole squad and management. Hence why Villa were forced to field their youth squad against Liverpool, which actually, you know what, did actually do Villa some pride. It gave them some pride because they didn't buckle and didn't the occasion get to them. They just turned up and gave them a game.
Yeah. It's one of those things, isn't it?
Yeah, but on their final warning, basically, and also Tierney. There's another.
We all are, aren't we? We're all on the final warning, really. I think.
Yeah. I mean, Big Sam's now changed his tune. He now wants the season to continue for some reason. Whatever the reason that is, backhanders maybe. I don't know.
I don't think it's gonna save him regardless.
They're gone. I mean, literally, they are absolutely buggered. But
they should have stuck with Bilic. Yeah,
because the thing is, they weren't doing great, but they weren't getting battered every game pretty much.
And now they're getting battered. Let's bring in a guy to help us. The man that's going to save the club. Oh, wait a minute, we've been knocked out. Who did they get knocked out the cup by the other day?
Have a look, actually. One sec.
It was one of the
league teams. It was was it Blackpool on Pens?
Yeah, that's what I'm sure it was.
I'll have a look at the Saturday anyway. Have a look. Because I remember us talking about it as it was because it went all the way to Pens and all that.
Yeah.
But what makes me even more sort of confident, but I'm sort of don't want to overdo it because obviously Tottenham dropped points last night. They did their Spursy. You can always rely on Spurs to do the Spursy thing against the most random team at home as well.
Good old Fulham.
Oh dear.
And have you seen the video doing the rounds? The
Charlie. Oh yeah, I've seen that as well. Yeah.
She turned around, she said,
I've got that.
At 15th, she said, you pay attention to those teams like Fulham and people like that down the bottom. because they're the teams you've got to be in a dogfight with. You don't worry
We've
about
got
us.
our competition in this, that, and the
We've got
bollocks.
bigger stuff to
Flying
worry
all that.
about. And now, if we win this game, we're 4 points behind them.
Yeah. And that when that came out, that was in the immediate aftermath of the North London derby. So they were big I am, bragging rights and all that. So I was like, okay, this will age well probably. Screen recorded it, so it's on my phone, just waiting. As soon as we go above them, we'll be like, well, this aged well. Say again, what?
Hello.
Hello there. Are you in a relegation battle too? Because we seem to be above you.
Do you remember me?
Oh dear. Oh dear. Here's Sam as well. Where's his tinfoil hat? No, no tinfoil hat today.
I'll get it out later.
Tinfoil.
I'll get it out later. I'll bring it out later.
Nathan's asking where's your missus, Joel.
It's none of your business, mate. No, I'm only joking. She's fine. She's fine.
Oh dear. Yeah, I was just going to say as well, because also we were just talking about Sam. The news, obviously, about an hour or so ago, that Premier League have basically set a statement out, giving all the Premier League clubs and all the Championship, all the clubs basically a final warning about these celebrations. They can't touch each other, they can't high five, can't do nothing. If they continue to do this, the season will be stopped until further notice.
Meh.
It'll be Tottenham that does it.
Oh, you what, Joel?
Yeah.
Harry Kane is dribbling. Yeah.
I don't know what's going on.
They'll lose at the weekend.
Oh, please.
That'll be it. They'll all start high-fiving each other.
Yeah.
There's too much money in it. There's too much money in all of this. They're not going to stop it for the sake of a few guys doing high fives. The only way it's going to stop us. The only way it's going to stop is the government declares it again. That's what's going to happen.
Well, apparently the government have got involved there.
So if they get involved, then it's going to stop. But the Premier League's not going to stop it. There's too much money involved.
or to be fair, all-out snogging happens. To be fair,
which if Kane is possible with his saliva.
We've all seen the Dele Alli video. I don't.
Oh God! You have to remind us. Oh dear, but yeah, I was just obviously talking about that, but we haven't actually touched on Tierney because obviously, as Sam said in the group chat, it's a bit concerning that you've got a muscle. It's the same thing every time he's rested. He's got a muscle injury.
It just seems like it seems like a weakness, right? So I just hope it doesn't become like another Wilshere, where you just basically can't handle the rigors of, a game every a game every 3-4 days, basically. I mean, I really hope he doesn't get to that, but I don't know. It's we've had it all season with him. He's been he's had tightness and problems and all that. It's I don't know. We've got to be careful with him.
Yeah. Well, this is kind of a thing following on from when he left Celtic, wasn't it? The fans were pretty much like, you've got to,
look after him, basically.
Basically. But I think Maitland-Niles, it's nice to see him slotting back in. To be fair,
he's
not really left back, is he? But we'll see.
He'll do a job, won't he?
And it's good to see the attacking and checking sense. Nothing's changed, as in, apart from obviously Gabriel Martinelli, obviously Bamman's had to come in there. The Smith Rowe, Lacazette, and Saka are back in, no questions asked.
That was the positive side of the lineup. I thought it was good to keep that attacking group that's obviously working well together. Because I do think now if he really was completely just favouring Willian, I think he would be back in the team. So I think now Arteta finally is realising he does need to play the players that play well together. So, I've got to give the guy credit for doing that. So let's see if it continues.
Yeah, and also as I was saying before he came in, it's good to see Partey's on the bench. He hasn't been like last year.
Yeah, not fall straight out like against Spurs. That was a mess against Spurs, wasn't it? Bloody hell, Jesus.
Well, I saw someone had put out their team earlier of who they had as their starting 11 for tonight. And I think they had on there that Gabriel was going to start. And I thought, I can't see it. I think they'll bring him on, They'll give him those minutes, and he was like, "Yeah, Partey's got to start. He's got to start." And I'm like, "But this is what happened last time.
Yeah.
You can't send a guy straight back in, and it's not a game we have to risk him. You know, we don't have to risk him in this game. And I think, you know, he's put Ceballos in there instead of El Neni, isn't he? So
because with El Neni, and I mean, if we're playing Crystal Palace, right? So, you know, we don't need two defensive pivots. You know, it's Xhaka's going to be playing that deep lying role, so you don't need an El Neni with him. That would be too defensive. So I'm glad he's thinking at least that Ceballos could probably, you know, be a bit more of a link up role between Xhaka and Smith Rowe, but Ceballos is still, you know, he's poor. He's been poor, hasn't he? You know, so but he's still, you got to play him because Partey. I agree. You got to not rest him. I mean, you got to keep him on the bench to start, and then so you don't really have much options because Willock has been crap as well, hasn't he? Willock doesn't really deserve to start ahead of Ceballos.
No,
you know. The person I would maybe put there is Maitland-Niles, but then who do you put at left back, right? I mean, that's the problem, isn't it? Because now Kolasinac is gone. I know. I'm glad he's gone. But the problem is it leaves that backup position.
Leaves a hole, doesn't it?
It leaves a hole, doesn't it? Because he was the backup. Now we have to put Maitland-Niles in there, where I think Maitland-Niles could have been good together, maybe with Xhaka in the middle.
Who else is there? There is literally no one else, is there?
Well, I'm thinking left back. You've got not unless you literally move people out of their position. You know, you start playing like a Cedric there. I mean, Cedric I think can play left back as well, but I don't think he's very good at it.
But surely you'd rather have a fullback than.
Yeah, I was a bit surprised. I was a bit surprised, to be honest. I mean, to be honest, I was a bit surprised to see Maitland-Niles given the nod ahead of Cedric. I thought maybe Cedric they'd slot him in at left back instead, but no, they're going with Maitland-Niles probably because they think he's a bit more versatile, you know, and everything. So, yeah.
No, I'm genuinely looking forward to it, and like I was saying to Ryan, you know, it's a cool feeling, isn't it, going into another game and you're thinking. You know, we're doing all right. We've got a bit of momentum. It's not a tough game, but it's not a predictable game, is it? But I think, you know, we've got the potential to get goals in this game based on that front attacking.
Yeah, it's great. It's great to see Saka and it's great to see Saka and Smith Rowe play together. I love those two together.
Smith Rowe has been brilliant, I have to say.
Fantastic, absolutely fantastic.
But that connection he's got with Saka is brilliant.
Yeah. They seem to just understand each other. But I think Smith Rowe, has just been as an impact as Tierney. I think he's come in.
Big impact.
Yeah, he really wants it.
With everything, you think of everything that's going on with the Ozil situation, and that role he is obviously playing would be where Ozil would normally play, maybe. It's not phasing, we just got on with it. And also, he said the link up between him and Saka that's been developed from when they're at Howe End and things like that. So when they come through the page, so they've got that connection and they know each other off that's second nature, basically. The Arsenal Misfit, and by the way, big up the Arsenal Misfit, Steve. He says,
big up Steve, big up everyone in the chat as well. See all the regulars here, Warren and Nathy and all them assembled and all the lads, Robin.
Yeah, all the good people. Anyway, happy to see Mourinho and the Trophy Dodgers dropping more points from winning positions. The thing is, you guys know the battering I'm facing. I'm not even fucking talking to him myself, getting a battering somehow.
What are you talking about?
Don't start.
I'm not going into it. I'm not going into it.
Hang on, Sam, we're on the wrong podcast here.
It's going to be a conspiracy podcast, isn't it?
That's later. That's after the game. After the game.
I had to come in on that one just to break it up.
As Steve says in the chat, happy to see Mourinho and the Trophy Dodgers dropping more points from a winning position. That's 10 points they've dropped so far this season, the third most in the league. But as Joel said before you came in, Sam, there's a little video, I don't know if you've seen it on Twitter, of a certain Tottenham fan on the North London derby giving it the big I am. Look where we are. Don't concentrate on us. You're the relegation battle. If we win tonight, we're 4 points off them.
Yeah, I know.
Okay,
It's closing down.
Congratulations to Pochettino.
Yeah.
the guy just shows up for work and we won the league. Okay, right, okay.
3 games. I think it was something like 3 games, and he's won a title. He was with Tottenham for 200 and something games.
5 years. Or something like that. 5 or 6 years.
You can turn that into a little video as well if you want to.
Yeah. Oh, trust me, I will be this season. Don't worry. When the season's over, he's won the treble in France and things like that. I'll be there rubbing it in. See, it's a Tottenham thing. You see, it's always a Tottenham thing. So something else away from Tottenham, they win things.
You're going on about watch.
Yeah, just ask Sol Campbell. He was away for 12 months. He won two trophies.
Oh yeah, that was beautiful. That was the best thing I've ever saw in my life when I was a kid.
And another salt in the wound. Sorry, 2 years later, we win the league at their place. You couldn't make it up, really.
The stuff of dreams.
Oh dear! But big up, Ryan has just joined us in the stream as well. How you doing, all right?
Yeah, you all right, Ryan?
I'm doing all right. How are you guys?
Yeah, doing all right.
You're not eating your dinner again, are you, Ryan?
No, I'm actually sending a message. I don't want to be rude and be on stream texting. It's a bit mad.
Oh my god!
Oh.
There's always one in the chat, isn't there?
Oh no!
We're not celebrating.
What did they write?
Pretty sad celebrating Tottenham losing. Sums up the Arsenal fans. We're not actually celebrating their losing. They actually drew. So get your facts right there first off. And we're actually celebrating.
They managed to keep a draw. We're on their side here.
Yeah, and also we're celebrating. If anything, we're celebrating Pochettino. Well, congratulating him on his first trophy. Now he's away from you lot. Yeah. That's a crime. I'm
quality
sorry.
Manager. Put him with a quality team. He'll deliver.
Oh dear, there has to be one, doesn't there?
There's always one. Yeah, always one.
Nathan's saying Buffon has played goalkeeper since 1307. Feels like in my
basically.
Yeah, feels fucking like it. Personally.
That's how old he is.
He's been in goal forever, isn't he? Bloody hell.
That's the thing with these Italians. They go on forever, man. Maldini,
Nesta.
Yeah.
Still a quality
game. They
went
on forever.
They're all fucking mad in Italy. They're on something. I'd love to know what it is.
Baresi played till 36 or something, wasn't he? And then you had Rossi, that goalkeeper was 40, I think, as well.
What was that, Joe?
Olive oil.
Yeah, it's olive oil. That's what it is. The olive oil,
skin and everything as well.
Yeah,
they're like that.
Oh dear.
That's where I'm going wrong.
I'm saying.
That's a good one, yeah.
You're allowed that one. But he could have one, but it would be a Scottish one by the end of the season. But
Gerrard was very close to going to Chelsea, wasn't he? He was that close to going to Chelsea, wasn't he? It just fell through.
Yeah, I remember literally about 15, just the school year had ended and we were mates hanging out. One of them being a Liverpool fan. His dad's called me an Arsenal fan. By the way, Gerard's on his way to Chelsea. He's done that in the middle of the park. He's gone through his phone and gone mental. He's like, oh, he's a fucking traitor. Next week, he changed his mind.
Next week, he's got a tattoo.
Yeah. Gerard legend.
I'll tell you, I've seen so many of those where people rush out to get a tattoo. Have you seen it? When they get a tattoo on their back or whatever. And what was the there was one, wasn't there? There's
an Andy Cole one when he was at Newcastle.
Right.
On the back of his leg, something ridiculous.
Yeah.
That whole, literally, not just a face, the entire figure of Andy Cole in the Newcastle jersey and everything. And they're like, bloody hell. And he left it. 2 days later, he left.
Yeah. Went to Man United, yeah. Bloody hell.
Oh, dear.
Okay. So what goalkeeper we reckon we're getting then? There's been a lot of goalkeepers linked now.
Yeah, been quite a few, especially in the last 24 hours. As I said in the group chat this morning, there's Neto from Barcelona, there's Ryan Fraser from Southampton we've been linked with, and
wasn't it Forster?
Forster as well.
Tom Heaton.
Tom Heaton. Yeah.
Who would you rather go for out of them then? Tom Heaton's not a bad keeper.
Nah.
He's 34, yeah.
But then you look at Renaissance. Who do you want?
Anything but him.
I know.
Conan goal.
Yeah, it depends on the deal for me because if it's like a loan deal, we'll see how he goes for that, and then basically just as there for backup, just push him a bit.
Like a 6-month job type thing.
Yeah, I'd have either Heaton or Fraser Forster because they're both Premier League proven. And Forster, we've seen the amount of times we played against him when he's been played for Southampton, and he's an absolute unit.
He's good. He's a good goalkeeper. He's massive as well. Massive.
Yeah.
I'd rather Forster than Heaton, to be honest.
Yeah.
I had to really pick.
Oh my god!
Who's this guy?
He's clearly a top.
About 8 foot.
Could care less about Poch. Does why are we celebrating the career of a former Tottenham manager? We're not celebrating his career. We're just saying it's funny. He just played three games for PSG and he's won the league, and he couldn't do it in what? How many years with Tottenham?
5 or 6 years or whatever.
Jesus Christ, get a sense of humour or just fucking take the long walk off a short pier, honestly.
And also, it's called bantering that lot down the road even more because the irony behind it all, as Sam says, 3 games at fucking new club, he wins a fucking cup or trophy, whatever you want to call it, and then he ends up for 5-6 years prior to that, winning the fucking sodding thing. He got to a Champions League final for crying out loud.
Wasn't it like a Fiat Cup or something?
Oh, the
Audi Cup. They won their own cup, didn't they?
Yeah, they literally won their own cup abroad and celebrated.
Evening, Melvin.
Hi, how you doing?
All right, Mel.
Melvin.
How you doing, all right?
Yeah, not too bad. What are you making of the lineups?
I think they must have been enforced, 2 of them changes, mustn't it?
It does
The
seem
left
like
back,
apparently
must have
they
been
were.
enforced.
yeah.
And I'm not happy with Ceballos and Xhaka in midfield. I mean, we can probably afford one of them tonight, but not 2. But we've got the 2. But at least the 4 people playing in front of them were good. I think that's fine. Nothing wrong with that at all. That was what everyone would have gone with. I'm surprised if Partey's on the bench. I'm surprised they may not have given him a start. Obviously, we'll see how we go.
I'm not.
We were just saying before you and Ryan came on that we're actually relieved he's not throwing him in at the deep end and going like he did against the North London derby. So we're sort of relieved at that. And Ryan, you're going to say so before I cut you off.
No, I was going to say, like, I didn't even get my chance to even say about the changes myself. I mean, I hear Pablo Marian. Nah, the floor is mine, isn't it? Sorry. Pablo Marian, Tierney, I mean, those guys have had injury problems in it. So it was going to be sooner or later when those guys were going to get taken out. Which is why I probably wouldn't. That's why I said Tierney shouldn't have played against Newcastle, but it helped, innit? So it was what it was. Same with Mari, same thing. When I look at Partey, like you guys just said it, man, I think he's learned his lesson now in terms of throwing people straight back in. And like Melvin said, as long as the people in front of him are all right, then fair enough. I mean, can't really complain. But I'm just glad AZ Maitland-Niles is actually getting a chance, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'd rather him in the midfield, personally. And just, I'm sure Cedric could play left back as well, actually. So I don't understand that.
I don't know what the situation is with the right back, just in case there's an injury of Hector. You don't have them obviously have to bring it even. But then AZ can play right. I don't know. It's Arteta, so.
But to be fair, I suppose if worst comes to the worst, they can flip Maitland-Niles over to the right and put Cedric on the left if Bellerin has an issue. Yeah. They've got sort of that versatility, haven't they? So, but no, I agree with RJ. Really, I didn't think I'd ever say that. But
You know you did.
I love you, man.
Love you too.
I agree with the Partey thing. I think it's if you don't need to, then it's to bring him on and give him say 25 minutes would be great, just to see him get out there and get a bit of action and then see how it goes moving on, really, isn't it? So
exactly. And also Arsenal small talk in the chat saying, hi guys, just checking, did you enjoy watching Bellamy's documentary? Personally, I haven't got around to watching it yet, but I will be watching it later. But what about
you guys? Is it on Sky?
So YouTube.
On his YouTube channel.
No, it's on YouTube.
Yeah, it's I've got into the second episode and it's pretty good, to be fair.
It looks it actually as well. Yeah.
I'll tell you, it's
not that bad.
He's a real Arsenal boy.
Yeah,
he's a real Arsenal boy. No matter what, I know he's had a lot of a lot of tough press and he's had a real rough time, you know, and had the fans against him a fair bit. But you know, he's definitely an Arsenal boy, 100%.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, I think Melvin the Milf. Yeah. You didn't see the last one clearly. Get your boobs out for the lads. Trust me, again. Trust me, like always, Melvin's the one person who won't want Arsenal to score too many goals. One goal maybe, but not too many.
1-0 will do me, thank you.
How did you, Melvin? How did you manage to escape Katie Price? He's Melvin's Nathan's asking, how did you escape Katie Price, Melvin?
Escape? Oh, you mean the body of I know she probably didn't notice my body. Probably she wasn't watching this channel, which she should have been. Otherwise, she'd been right on the phone.
That's all right, Melvin. I'll send it to her.
That's all right.
Sam's best mates with her.
Yeah, they're like that.
Yeah, literally like that.
Oh dear God!
I know. I'm for one, like many others, would like to see make the nails in midfield, but I think playing him at left back ain't the worst thing in the world because I think he's very good defensively, and with their Zaha on the right or left, whatever. I think that when he plays on Maitland Niles' side, I don't think he get a lot of change out of him, so I'm not too unhappy about that.
I mean, Nathan,
player.
Yeah, Nathan and Man United fans obviously gone for a Palace win, as you'd expect. Obviously, we're chasing them down now. Obviously, Warren's going for a 2-0 Arsenal win. I'm going to stick. I'm looking at the lineup. I think we will win 2-0 still because I did say it'll be 2-0 or 2-1 depending on the lineup. I'm going to say 2 as well.
I'm going 3-1. 3-1. I'm going.
Be a lot of Melvin then.
Yeah, well, what I'm thinking, I hope I'm wrong. You know what I mean? Nah, I don't mind. Let's see what we win. I don't care. Go for it. We win. I don't care.
Adam, be optimistic. We are in a positive vein of form suddenly. I know it's Palace. I know it's Arsenal. It's a London derby. Anything can happen, but just be positive, please. We need it.
We haven't beaten them the last 4 times, have we?
Nope.
We can fast. Do that. Got the full Melvin.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
That's a Y instead of an I.
Adam say no team and no party.
That's true. Well done, Joe. Well done.
Can I just say I've got copyright on that.
And big up.
Hey, Harvey. How you doing, mate?
So.
Harvey Smith.
Oh, the loonies are taking over the loony bin again.
Sam's in charge.
Oh, he's back.
Oh wait.
These keep disconnecting.
Oh, yeah, that's right there, Ryan.
He's back. Goodness sake.
Oh dear. Ryan, do you have the Joel video prepared and ready? I'm literally all I've got to do is one little thing. I'll be joined at some point quickly before it all kicks off. I will be putting that into the backstage side of things.
Basically, he's saying he's got a shortcut on his desktop. I don't know why.
Oh dear. Oh God. That's a whole different subject, but okay.
Oh no. Wrong channel, mate.
Yeah. Mine's gone search off. I think we should do that. It's still live, so technically I can still grab it on, put it into one big massive hey, we score a goal. Oh dear. How it works, Adam says, how it works, lads, is I be negative. I hope I don't jinx myself by being positive.
Yeah, well, yeah, fair dues.
Yeah, fair.
I used to be like that, but then
always hope it kills you.
I've become overly positive, which really annoys people, and I just have to do it.
Oh yeah. There's a rumour about, have you seen the rumour about Marley? Well, it's not playing. Huh? We're playing tonight. We've got to give another £1 million away or something.
No, that's rubbish.
No. Come on.
All that shit.
Also, talking about Arsenal.
Arsenal are not bankrupt. Okay.
No.
Also, it said that he's not playing because of tightness. It might be tightness of the Arsenal, mightn't it?
Possibly.
Well,
But yeah, what have you made in the news today? That we've got another member of the board, basically, John and Ed, helping out Edu from the FA, former West Brom. Was it Derek Gardick or something?
Director of football. Yeah, I think he. I was looking at his credentials today, and I must say,
7 years
based
at
on his credentials, he looks quite decent, to be honest.
He was at West Brom for 8 years, I think.
Yeah, he's at West Brom when they were decent, and then he left when they went down, and then he was the first director of football for the Premier League. He's been in charge of a lot of the youth development in the FA and everything. So that suits us well.
But he's end of this year.
He's originally a lawyer with a background within sports law and contract law. So I think that's his background. So that can be very good for us when it comes to actually sorting out contracts once.
I think it's good news. Yeah, I agree with you, Sam. I think it's decent news.
Yeah.
So apparently that's his forte is the contract negotiation. So good.
I think it's end of the year, isn't it? He's coming over. I think they were saying. I think it's the end of 21. His role finishes.
I'm not sure when he takes over. To be honest, I'm not sure when he comes into Arsenal. But
he's going to join us earlier this season. He can join us, I think, in a few weeks' time if their first team goal gets injured, because he can play goal as well. I reckon.
He goes in goal.
I need him.
We could do it to help out with the transfers now. To be honest.
Yeah, in goal today. Did you retro football? Derek Gardick, what his name is.
Well, I bet he would have saved that one against Man City the other week.
Yeah. I think even I could, and I'm not exactly in best shape.
Exactly.
I think he's in goal and in charge of VAR at exactly the same time.
Well, as Sam said when I put this in the group chat earlier, penalties galore for us now.
Yeah, he's from the Premier League. He's from the executive board of the Premier League now. And we must be getting penalties for sure, surely now.
Didn't you write 16 penalties guaranteed?
That's what he must have said in the interview process. So you want penalties? I'll give you penalties.
Yeah. So.
What penalties you want? Oh dear.
But to be fair, I'm going more like Melvin this evening. I am obviously going to clarify that. I've got a feeling there could be 3 or 4 tonight.
I'm going for 3-1, and I'm reckoning Aubameyang get a couple. He's going to break. He's actually going to break out, not in spots, but in scoring.
Break out measles.
I think Saka's going to be vital tonight. I think he's going to run the show again. I just think every time the kid seems to get the ball, he loves it, doesn't he? He absolutely loves it, and he's just taking every chance he gets.
But what I like about him, he plays at one. He's like, he doesn't rush things, does he? He's he just does the thing, does his bit. Doesn't get worried about anything. It's great to see. Oh, Townsend, nice haircut, mate. Bloody hell. Are you, George? Are you sure?
I have to say, big shout out to Morrison's.
Go on.
5 small samosas for 25p.
What? The packaging must cost more than that.
No, I think they went off about a month ago. But it's still on.
It's 2019, isn't it? Those ones they get better with age, don't they? Those samosas.
It says
It's starting to get a little bit more flavour after about 2 years. I've noticed
It says 2021 BC.
Yeah.
Oh dear,
It doesn't say sell by 2021. It says destroy by 2021.
Yeah. Oh dear. Players are coming out of Mossbeam, by the way. Crystal Palace have anyway. But before we get the game kicks off, the assembled is asking: does anyone think there could be an improved contract offer from Mr. Former Staffy?
I'll do me a favour.
Personally, I don't think so. I think it's just basically there's no one interested. No one wants to pay for him.
I heard about this today, and they were saying they reckon if a decent bid, and a decent bid is probably, I don't know, £1.50. came in. No, but generally, if a bid did come in, I think they'd just take it. But I think Arteta was saying we've now got to be careful that we don't, send all the, we've sent out Saliba on loan. Socrates is pretty much on the way out. David Luiz still injury-wise, he's not great. Rob Holding, you obviously don't want to burn him out because of his injury record either. Gabriel's just come back, so it's kind of like you don't want to then sell yourself short, really, do you?
Yeah, you say that, but we've got Chambers. You haven't mentioned Chambers. You haven't mentioned Chambers, and you haven't mentioned Mari. So we've still got about 7 centre halves.
Yeah, true. But they were
Can you honestly see to the end of the season Mustafi playing for us again? I can't.
No.
I can.
Unless it's absolutely necessary.
Can you, Ryan?
Yeah, I can. As much as I don't want it to happen, you probably will. I mean, look, we're seeing David Luiz on the pitch. We're seeing David Luiz on the pitch. Come on. Do you know what I mean? So we're seeing no, that's true, man. Think about it. We're seeing we're seeing people that should have been gone. Kolasinac played and now he's on loan. Like, fuck's sake, he should have been gone last summer, but obviously things broke down, innit? So
I don't really see the need. I don't really see the need for David Luiz today when the other guys are fit, in my opinion.
Well, Gabriel, they didn't want to take the risk because he's just only come back. I hear that. So I'm not too bothered too much. Chambers, he's probably touch and go. He ain't really played that much football, to be honest. He played, one game, which I feel is a little bit unfair, but I guess they kind of just said, well, you're not in our plans. Like, they're doing what they did to him, like with Socrates, I suppose, which is what it is.
Don't they?
Yeah. I mean, it's weird. I actually like Chambers, even though a lot of people want to get rid of him. But to be fair, I feel he did really well just before he got injured. But it is what it is. And I know the guy's been there for ages and he hasn't exactly hit the ground running in the roles he's placed with. So it's, you kind of have to look at it and think, well, it is what it is. But has the game kicked off with you guys? Because
it's kicked off.
Andrew.
Hello, mate. You all right?
Hello, Andrew.
Yeah, good, mate.
Everyone?
Hey, what's going on, Andrew?
Hello, Andrew.
Hello. I said it kicked off where you are then.
No, we're
Why not taking the knee now?
Just taking a knee now here, too, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm on a knee.
They're on their knee.
Eze and what's his name? Zaha are starting, didn't they? Both of them.
Yeah, I knew they were. Talking about that yesterday on the preview show with Richard. They're going to be dangerous.
Yeah, of course.
They're really good players.
I like it. Ooh. Think about it. Both of them have an agenda. Zaha, I wanted to play here. I'm an Arsenal fan. Eze, he got released as a kid. So, you know what I mean? There's plenty of proof for both of them. Do you know what I'm saying? So
I said on the preview show. Sorry, I said on the preview show with Richard yesterday. It's no coincidence that Zaha's scored a lot more goals this year because Eze's there, because he takes a lot of the attention away from the opposition as well. They haven't got to just look after Zaha; they've got Eze to look after as well now. So I think Zaha's really benefiting from him being there. And Benteke is benefiting. He scored a few goals this season because of having them both either side, similar to the way Lacazette's benefiting from having, Smith Rowe and Saka either side of him. Benteke started to look better as well. So we need to be careful. We need to be careful at the back today.
I think
it's funny.
I think we need to start quick today.
Yeah.
We kind of have. We kind of have, actually, to be fair. It's been a bit cagey between both of them. I don't know how far you guys are on screen,
1 minute 42 in.
1:37.
Oh, fucking hell. You guys are behind? Shit.
I'm with you, Ryan.
Sky go.
I'm
Oh, that's cool.
I'm 2:40.
Go on.
Oh, Sky, go.
Oh, okay.
I'm 2 minutes and 45 seconds.
Yeah, well, the same.
Are you actually in the ground?
No, it's good. I actually got legal cable here. Unlike some people.
You're mad.
To be fair,
Mad, man. Mad.
I'm watching it legally. I know that's quite a good thing for me. But I'm only on 2 minutes 10.
Yeah, same as me.
3 minutes now. I'll turn the camera on my TV if you like. See my virgin box.
I mean, they come after YouTube. Will come after you, Vine. So it's up to you.
Yeah, I don't mind.
You know what? It's funny. They've just shown Gary Cahill on here. That's another defender that we nearly got.
Yeah.
He's out of contract in the summer. We can always have him then. He's only about 35, so we'll be fine.
Would you take him over the Weasel?
When he was playing for, was it Bolton, wasn't it? Bolton.
Yeah, he was good at Bolton.
We were always desperate for a centre half, and we made a derisory offer for him.
They wanted 12 million quid for him.
And
I think we offered 8 or something like that.
Yeah, we offered 8.
Something like that.
Yeah.
8 plus a packet of fruit pastilles.
Yeah, 8 plus Willian, and they still turned it down.
They still didn't want.
I can turn down fruit pastels. Come on.
It was the classic days in which we gave them so many million and a pound.
That was a nice touch by Lacazette.
We had a shot on target.
Oh, come on. Oh, well done, Smith Rowe.
Look at that, Smith Rowe. Oh, lovely touch by Lacazette before as well.
Good start.
Yeah.
Come on,
Smithy.
Gary says he's at 2:41. Can't wait for joy.
And
2:45.
Oh, God.
Oh,
Lovely lads. Time.
I have to say, I think RJ is watching it through the eyes of Charles Watts.
Fuck's sake. He's over there. He's not on camera. He's just over there. Don't worry.
Yeah,
I am. I'm on 5 minutes, mate.
Buffon for Willian and Louis, says Roland.
He's too young for us. He's only about 42. I think
Ryan, that's where we missed 10 tonight, that cross, don't we, Ryan?
Yeah, we do.
I'll tell you though, Andrew, I'd still have him just for shirt sales.
Yeah, no, I mean he's probably he's still pretty decent, I should imagine. Yeah, have him to the end of the season. That's for sure.
You had to remind us about school, actually, didn't you?
That's nice from Ceballos. Lovely play.
Lovely ball from Smith Rowe. Who was that out there?
Oh, come on. That was a beautiful
that's why Maitland
move.
Knowles is out left Maitland Knowles with his left foot.
It was a beautiful move up until that cross. Ceballos did lovely then, you know.
Yeah, Ceballos has been looking pretty
beautiful ball by Smith Rowe. I mean, to be fair, the run was brilliant from Maitland Knowles. The run was great.
Yeah, it's just
a cross.
But it was, I agree with Melvin. We're going to be struggling on that left side without Tierney.
Yeah, he had some tight muscle or something. Yeah. I think he needed a rest anyway.
You have to be careful with him.
I think he needed a rest anyway. I'm quite happy, to be fair.
He did.
Yeah.
Also,
you can't run him into the ground.
Like what's come out this week about Ozil. Apparently that whole back injury crap was a lot of rubbish. It's all been basically.
Never. Are you being serious? They've been lying to us all this time.
Oh yeah.
Never. I'm joking. I know.
How did we know they would lie to us about something like that?
Obviously, they think we're stupid. I think fans are stupid.
It was a magical injury as well, wasn't it? Because it sort of happened every time there was an away game.
Yeah, every away game, Newcastle, Liverpool, suddenly his back played up. Home game 2 days later. Well, let's go.
About Brian?
Yeah, Brian,
Brian,
exactly. Thank you.
He probably had backache from sitting in his gaming chair for too long.
Fortnite.
Stop.
Started off well. Don't jinx it. We have started off well so far.
Oh,
I'll tell you what.
come on, lads.
I'll tell you what, mate, the Knowles is looking really lively, though. I mean, I know that cross was crap.
Pass wasn't good, though, Andrew.
No, I know.
Well.
But he's looking lively, though, isn't he? He's looking really...
bad ball, Bellerin.
He's doing very well until that final ball. That's his problem.
Yeah.
That's being out left. That's being out left because he has to use his left foot.
How many games has he played recently as well? I mean, to be fair.
Not many.
It's ridiculous.
What are you doing?
Jacker, you are a...
Granite's something there, isn't he?
What's everyone's timestamp? I'd like to know. Not to
7:28.
I just want to know.
7:22.
7:27. Yeah.
Can I just say, Melvin, are you actually up to speed?
Have you finished the Brighton game now, Melvin?
Oh, fuck's sake.
I can't wait till VAR comes in next year.
Hey.
You know we're not on Amazon today, don't you? You can
I'll still be looking for the...
That's a terrible ball from Bellerin. Bellerin just passes to the Palace player.
Oh, look at that tackle by Lacazette.
Wait till you see what
I've just seen it. I've literally just seen it. Like, what a knob.
Yeah, well. I mean, we're looking pretty decent.
We are, aren't we? Yeah.
I think we're okay. I think we're okay. I think Palace are at the moment very poor.
Well, we're on the front foot. That's a good thing.
Palace don't want to know.
To be fair,
pressing.
Yeah.
But the thing is with Palace, they've been a little. Their results in the last few games ain't really been that great. They've beat Sheffield United, and then before then it wasn't really. You know, they got the draw. Was it draw with Spurs, isn't it? And then that was it. And the rest has just been. So,
but we got battered by Liverpool. What's it, 7-0 at Selhurst Park as well before Christmas. But this is the thing.
Last time they were crap at home, though. Sorry, right?
They're better away from home.
They're one of our bogey teams, aren't they?
Literally, the last time we went into this London derby at the Emirates, in the form that we're in, and compared to that, and their form was crap. They beat us 3-2.
Yeah, no.
And effectively done our Champions League chances up. You know what?
It's shocking.
I still think it was
Was it Mustafi or Socrates?
Mustafi.
Both times.
Shocking. That was
and he tried to blame Leno. That's what that's what pissed me off.
That's it, he did. You're right.
Yeah.
That's what he did. I remember that.
Roy Hodgson's about 85, isn't he?
Well, but there's rumours that he's going to retire at the end of the season, apparently.
They're going to be a massive revolution there in the summer, you know, because if he does go, they've also got 14 players out of contract.
They're saying the Sky just yesterday.
14? Big players, big players.
That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money.
Thing is, though,
can you guys...
Did you just see that stat on the screen? Roy Hodgson's last results against Arsenal, 1 in 13 he's won.
Jesus Christ. That was 3-2.
Against Arsenal.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're beating us.
The worst stat I saw, which made me physically sick and so angry, was again the FA Cup match v Newcastle. Willian was on the screen and it come up saying Willian scored 10 goals in his last 20 appearances in the FA Cup.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
None in a red shirt.
No one has mentioned that in any podcast or anything. I was thinking,
oh, come on.
God, I was so angry when I saw that.
Do you know why? Because if you think it was the first game, really. The FA Cup. It's not really worth mentioning. It's not really worth mentioning, really. It was the first game in the FA Cup. So if it was like quarterfinals and they bring that stat up, then you could learn about it.
It's like they've done it on purpose. It's like they had no need, like you just said, they had no need to put that stat up. But it was like they did it on purpose to rub it in. You know how crappy it is for us.
Yeah, because you know they love to wind up Arsenal fans, man. Everything in media. That's what they do, man. They love to wind us up because they know the fan base is so reactionary, like, you know what I'm saying?
Man, yeah.
So they just do that. It's what they pay off.
It certainly did the trick for me. Like,
I wouldn't have minded if they put that stat on after
Go wide, Bellerin.
Yeah, well.
Tony Angelino's joined us in the chat, by the way.
Who has?
Yeah. Tony Angelino, if you know, you know. Roy Hodgson is rubbish.
From The Sopranos or something.
Oh, God.
Hey, Tony. Hey, Tony Angelino.
Yeah. Quiet.
Over you.
Let's go out for a quan dog, Tony.
I want a
Coffee.
Yeah, a cup of coffee and a quine dog.
Get a cup of coffee.
I'll tell you what. Ceballos, I mean, that was poor again by Maitland Niles, but Ceballos, that was another brilliant ball.
It's always you giving away free kicks, isn't it?
We are very sloppy in the final third, aren't we? We're looking good until we get to the final third.
What? Jacka gave a stupid free kick away outside the box.
Ref, please let him go!
Sounds about right.
For fuck's sake, ref.
Jack has got no brain.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
He's got no brain.
Yeah, well, wait till you see this. Wait till you see this.
Has he been sent off by any chance?
The scarecrow.
No. He just gave a stupid free kick away.
No,
he's got no
they've got a free kick.
Free kick.
And it's
Absolutely soft free kick.
We know what's going to happen, don't you? That case.
We'll see. Hopefully.
I like Eze.
I love Eze.
Yeah.
Eze's over the ball. So
I so wish we bought him. I really do. 12 million.
Fucking idiot. Come on, Meth.
No, I just wish we never got rid of him. That's it. We had him already.
Who was he? Was he keep going?
Are you up to date now, Mel?
Jackie, you plonker.
That's a really harsh free kick. I mean,
Need for that.
he touched his arm. I mean, I think that's soft.
I
though.
think
It is soft.
I think it was
really soft.
You don't need to do it. You either pull them down or you don't pull
Yeah,
them
but
down.
I mean, I hardly touched him. That goes
it's
on all the
soft.
time.
No, but you know how they are and all that with
But the problem is, it's Xhaka, and
he's got a reputation.
they know what he's like. He's
everyone knows that. Yeah.
Personally, I did think it was soft, but it's.
I did. I think that was really harsh.
Oh, fuck. No.
That wasn't a free kick.
He didn't pull it.
No, he ran over his leg there. He ran over his leg. The ball's gone back already. Oh, go on,
Bellerin, run. Go on, Bellerin. Go on. You're not going to do anything, man. Smith. Aubameyang, please.
Come on,
what are you doing, Oba?
That was
fuck's
poor.
sake.
Ward in the chat saying, Ward saying in the chat, Palace players know how to wind up Granit. Pointless playing him. But I think if Partey had played a couple more games beforehand, he would have started instead of Granit, in my opinion. But obviously, with the circumstances, his hand was forced.
Would he though, or would he have played Xhaka and Partey?
I think he would have played.
What are you doing? You fucking
Jesus Christ!
I think he would have played.
Partey and Ceballos would be ideal.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Xhaka got away with one there, didn't he? He got away with one there.
100%.
He got the ball though, but yeah, it was risky.
Bit scary, isn't it?
Oh, come on.
Bellerin's pass is behind the player. He's passed it behind him.
It was a good... Oh, come on, mate, the Niles. Sorry, that was Aubameyang. I beg your pardon.
Yeah, Aubameyang, yeah.
Sorry, I thought...
If you want to blame Maitland-Niles, it's up to you, Andrew.
No. I apologise. Sorry, mate. Sorry, mate's late. Sorry.
Just blame him no matter what.
No, you're better blame him in a second.
I think I blamed him for something else as well.
You can blame him.
Bloody hell, mate.
What the hell was that, Mainsley?
You can blame him for that.
There you go.
I can blame him for that, yeah.
You're going to blame him for something else. And then
I think we need to make a change, guys. He's not a left back. We need to make a change.
What the hell was that?
That was Aubameyang, wasn't it?
Put Cedric out left. Come on. Put Cedric out left.
Yeah, they put the wrong shirts on tonight.
Yeah. Uber's got those bright yellow boots on, hasn't he?
Yeah.
That's so I can see his feet.
Get rid of it.
The shithousery, man. Fuck's sake.
Wow.
I'll tell you.
They are pressing. They are so high at the pitch.
Yeah, coming into it now.
They've got some big old boys in their team, Palace, haven't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew it was going to be really tough. My prediction yesterday was 4-2 to us. I think it's going to be goals in the game.
Ooh.
And I think they're going to cause us a lot of problems, I think.
I said 2-2 because, don't know, man. Palace are a bogey side, and I don't know. I'm just not sure. I just want it to take it game by game. But
their defence is
Arsenal,
poor, though.
Sometimes
I think we can still get at their defence, but they can get at ours and all.
Yeah, but
so
do you know what? We could have got at their defence last season, and look, we didn't even beat them once last season at all.
We should have.
You know what I mean? We threw away a 2-0.
See, look,
you
see
know,
what Benteke did to Louise then?
Got myself get across.
Yeah.
Go on.
No different.
What was that, Lacroix? Fuck's sake. Okay. All right.
I'm not being funny, but Benteke was all over Louise then. And
I saw
when
that
you,
as well.
When you compare that to Xhaka's free kick, then
was
that's
no
what I'm on
different.
about. That's what does my head in.
Has anyone seen Lacazette?
I suppose. Yeah,
gone
you can see him in
missing?
a sec. Bellerin! Fuck's sake.
It'll be better than
Then
that.
again, it was a bit tight.
Yeah, well, again,
It was a bit
award in the chat saying rather play El Neni and Willock. I don't like either those two protecting the back four.
Not Willock.
No.
Not
To be honest,
Willock doesn't deserve
you know what would have been better?
Willock can't
Play-
play it. He can't.
We could have
play
played Ceballos. I'm on about Cedric instead of Maitland-Niles at left back, and put Maitland-Niles in midfield.
Yeah, with Ceballos.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I was thinking earlier. Same. That's the same
I'm sorry,
thing.
Granit. Why the hell did you just touch it down and then you could have had a pop at goal?
That's where he normally has a proper
He
good
can't.
He should have
Yeah.
hit that.
Go on,
You know what? I don't think he could.
I'm sorry, if you don't buy.
Fucking
Go
hell.
on. Go on.
That was a good shot.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh, luck.
Okay.
Well
If
done.
you don't buy a ticket, like win the raffle, and literally just goes, there you go.
Bellerin's doing all right, I think.
I'm touching wood here, lads, but so far so good. Ceballos is looking okay, ain't he?
He's done
Stop
So far,
touching
so good.
wood.
something you need to keep to yourself, Sam.
That's very concerning.
Wouldn't you
This is
like
a
to know?
family
Wouldn't you like to know?
No.
Yes, you bloody would. You brought it up.
You know? Oh shit!
You keep all that
What
to
was
yourself.
that?
Yeah.
Come on, get in there.
That was okay. I'll let you off.
On target,
Time.
well done, at least it's on
Do you
target.
really- honestly, I'm really, really loving Ceballos today. He's well up for it. I think his passing is fantastic.
In the last couple of minutes.
What the hell was that?
Shots on target, done
Jeez.
by now.
They're like a shot.
In the box there, they're hanging all over that. Yeah? You watch when
Decent
the
effort.
keeper parries it, they're all over Lacazette.
I don't know what the goalkeeper was doing though. Jesus
Look,
Christ.
mate, look.
Well done.
Warren, for fuck's sake, Warren.
Yeah, I'm not putting that. I
What's he
can't
done?
put, for legal reasons, I cannot put
Oh,
that.
for fuck's sake! Hey, Petr Cech can do it. Why not? Do you know what I mean? You know. Oh my god!
Oh, jeez.
Ryan, can't you whisper it?
Again, for legal reasons, probably not. Because apparently they're heroes apparently to the country, even though, there's nothing go there.
Ooh, well done, Saka.
Conspiracy podcast coming soon.
Oh, nice shot.
It's coming to a show near you.
Oh, I didn't see that. Oh, I didn't see
yeah,
that.
that-
I was off of that.
I'm completely,
Oh,
I'm
man.
completely and utterly lost. I'm not. I'm not following what he's talking about.
I can't.
Next week, me and Sam are talking about the Loch Ness Monster.
Live.
Hey.
Conspiracy.
I'll be well up for that. I love the Loch Ness Monster.
You love the Loch Ness
You are
Monster.
I love the family Ness as well, and the theme tune especially.
Sam loves wood.
One of the very best
Yeah.
three theme tunes of all time, the family Ness.
Dear God.
Oh, mate.
Why
Oh,
does
come on,
Bellerin
guys.
keep passing it behind people?
No. Well done, Jacob. Well fucking done. Good lord.
But
You've done well there.
I'm not saying Grant did well.
Need to get out of the defence.
Wills, I'm going to I'm going to record that, and then we can just replay it every so often.
Yeah.
Yeah, please.
Because none of us ever say, well done, Xhaka.
Well, I've been saying it probably twice.
He's had a couple of good games recently, to be fair to him, hasn't he?
Yeah.
But he has his
He's finally got people to pass to that run about and actually find space. That's the difference.
Ryan last week, he'll tell you, when we were in here and I went, well done, El Neni, I got loads of comments come up on the screen.
Yeah, come through that.
Oh my goodness.
Who said that? I was like, to be fair,
I mean, I've just seen that tackle in the area by Xhaka.
Yeah.
Referee, come on.
Haven't really touched on this either. But also, Football Brownie says, lads, did you hear about the even more bad news from his club, Cardiff? The club's captain, Sol Band, being diagnosed with cancer this week. Yeah.
Really?
Shame about that. Shame.
Just even
sorry to hear that, mate. Yeah, I didn't hear that. That's the first I've heard of it.
Hope he gets well.
Brownie put it on. I think Brownie put it on yesterday. Brownie did. I think he put something on yesterday about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get well soon, Sol.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I hope he gets better.
Yeah.
Every time do you know what? It's one of the first things I think of when I hear things like that. It's David Rocastle.
Yeah.
I get sad all the time about it. It's horrible.
I tell you, Tobias and Xhaka are kicking people all over the place, aren't they?
They're really up for it today.
Well, Granite knows his Partey's back now, so he needs to up his game on a consistent level.
Yeah, he just did a very silly header, though. Oh, my God.
Oh, shit.
Well played.
Yes, well done. No!
No,
it's fine. It's fine.
Stop panicking, Melvin. Come on.
Well, Russ, anyway, how you doing?
I'm all right, lads. How are we all doing? Sorry I'm a bit late.
You know,
Ross, good evening, young man.
Hello, Melvin.
How you doing, all right?
I'm all right, you old muppet.
I'm loving the shirt, Russ. Looks good.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah,
Give us a 12, darling. Give us a 12.
Yeah, maybe a bit later.
If we
win.
Defend.
Hi, Sammy.
Hello, Russie.
You're right, Russ.
Hi, Andrew. Two Ryans.
Yeah, two Ryans today. Oh dear. Yeah, Russ is the next one today to join the Joe and Melvin club.
Yeah, you don't want to see it. I'll get everything out.
Wow.
You'll be banned from YouTube.
Oh dear.
Well, to be fair, everyone gets banned on Ryan's show.
Apparently, yeah.
Yeah. You can ban by just being on it.
I'm under more pressure.
Oh,
what
dear.
the hell was that?
What are you doing?
Oh, come
Look,
on.
he's put us on trouble now, Saka.
Yeah. Yeah,
Nathan Niles is struggling, isn't he?
Yeah, he's struggling.
He is.
Yeah, they're targeting him.
Yeah, massively.
I think you should have been a separate.
No Tierney. No
He sticking papers there.
Couldn't play Tierney because he's a bit tired.
Cedric should have played, man.
I think he should, yeah.
I get that, though, with Tierney.
He's really two-footed, Cedric.
But Gary's just saying they are getting to the box way too easily.
Yeah.
They are. It's like we kind of just hold on, wait.
Oof, Bellerin.
Oh, baby, no.
That's got to be a penalty. He's pulled him back.
Yeah, he pulled him down, didn't he?
It's got to be a penalty.
What do you think, Ryan?
That's it. David Luiz gives away a free kick. Yeah.
And that's a foul.
Come on, VAR. What does it? Oh no, we won't look at that.
It didn't happen. The person foul wasn't wearing the Crystal Palace kit.
I think it's pulled him down. Look.
He's pulling him down, man. The fuck.
I didn't see it either, so it's one of those things, isn't it?
Hang on, lads. We'll be with you shortly.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Joe Ward, man. Okay, no. The Palace fans that I know, they get onto him too much, man. Trust me.
Okay, he's going away from goal, but he's still getting jumped on, basically.
There's still a foul in the penalty box.
That's a blatant penalty. I've just seen it.
Down as well.
100%. It's all over it.
Are they actually checking it?
Clearly not.
They're not checking it.
That
They would have brought it back.
VAR van, I think. Having their dinner.
That's the second one in 2 games. He had a blatant penalty against Newcastle, which wasn't given.
Yeah.
It's definitely a penalty.
I can't understand that at all. I really can't. What is the point of VAR?
Oh, great. Fantastic. Yay, Benteke. The gift that keeps on giving.
You bet Benteke scores. Every out-of-form striker scores against Arsenal, didn't they?
Because remember when he was 2 years without scoring, he fucking scored.
And he came to us, yeah.
Yeah.
That
little header.
Arsenal is
4 years ago now?
Arsenal is Christmas for out-of-form strikers.
It is.
Well, he didn't help Werner, so that was good.
I think, to be fair, he's got about the same amount of goals as Aubameyang this year so far, this season.
That says a lot.
Yeah. He's playing better because, like I said, he's got Eze and Zaha either side of him.
Yeah, but...
Like Steve said.
Steve, behave now, Steve.
Playing in his preferred position, though.
Behave.
Oh, dear.
This game is making...
Give him a yellow card for that, go on.
Well, it's not as boring as the Newcastle game was. Because at least we're taking... I don't know. It's not as bad as that. But we've got to be careful, man. This looks like a 1-0. So far.
I honestly couldn't give a monkeys if we just scrape a 1-0 win. As long as we win, I don't care.
I don't care. Go on, Aubameyang.
No.
There's no one to pass to. The angle's too tight for him. Man.
Come on.
Way too
Ball.
tight.
Great ball. Well done, Xhaka.
Yes, Xhaka. Well done.
That's what Xhaka can do
corner.
every game.
Looks like we're going to click that. We're going to click that again.
Aubameyang, then I'm afraid.
Melvin, do you remember what Roy Hodgson was like as a player?
I remember his father playing him when a bad player.
And his granddad. And his dad's dad's dad.
I think it was like 1979 or something, wasn't it, when he started managing?
Yeah, Arteta wasn't even born.
I know, absolutely unbelievable. I mean, you've got to take her out too.
Oh, I think he's got a better reputation in Europe than he has in England, really. He did have for a long time.
He very well in Sweden.
Go on.
Oh, he was manager of Inter Milan for a while, wasn't he?
Yeah.
With Malmo, no.
Oh.
Was he a national team manager?
I'm not sure what team.
He was England manager.
Was he a national team manager at all?
Yeah,
England.
Yeah, it was England.
And Switzerland. Switzerland as well.
That's the one. He was
Switzerland when I think it was a Euro '96, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Did he also do Finland?
That's too little.
Probably. I don't know.
Yeah.
Over him. On to him now.
Right.
It's in the comment.
Yeah, Sam, you can list that to your list of conspiracies, mate. Yeah.
Oh shit!
I love this. This is how it's going to be from now on, isn't it? It's always going to be. We're going to have a question dropped in about a conspiracy.
Yeah.
It's Sam's fault.
What a lovely corner.
I bet you Sky don't even comment about it at half time.
Of course they won't.
No. That was a lovely corner by Saka there.
Don't be silly.
Yeah, Louis should have done better with the header, though, shouldn't he? Straight back down the goalkeeper's
well, it was not a lot he could do, but yeah, great corner.
He could have put it a bit further out, wider, and the goal would have been out of the equation.
I don't think he could.
Yeah, let's blame Oswald. Yeah, that's a good one. Good comment.
Why did you backheel it? He wasn't ready for that. Fuck's sake.
Vanny's saying took Switzerland to their first major final since '54.
Yeah,
where they held the World Cup. Hodgson also managed Inter Milan. Then Serie A was to be when Serie A was the place to be.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, I remember him being at Inter Milan.
He's got a good
Right.
It was that.
You guys ready? You guys ready for Roy Hodgson's managerial resume?
Yes.
No.
So
I'm not quite that bored yet. I'm not quite that bored yet. No.
Don't worry, we're only watching paint dry. Don't worry. 76 to 80. He started off at Halmstad in Sweden.
Halmstad.
80. And then he went to Bristol City in 82. Then he went to Sweden again in 82.
82 is a good year.
83. Then in Malmö, 85 to 89. Then he went to Switzerland.
When was he Switzerland manager?
Then he was Switzerland manager in 92 to 95.
Idiot.
Oh, 95. Oh, I don't know why I had it in my mind that he was manager at Euro 96. I don't know why.
Oh, you should have
then-
left it for Lacazette, man.
He was Inter Milan manager 95 97. Then he was
Did he win
Blackburn
anything at
Rovers.
Inter?
Wait, what year?
I don't know. 98 Blackburn Rovers.
What year?
Then he was
What year did he
Blackburn-
get his
must have
turkey
won
neck?
He must have won the Scudetto. Oh, fuck.
Caretaker Milan again in 99. Then he was back in Switzerland in 99 for Grasshoppers.
They love him at Inter Milan for some reason. I don't know. He must have won something with them.
FC
Must have won the
Copenhagen.
Scudetto, probably. That's probably it.
Udinese in Italy in 2001.
Tbilisi.
Udinese
Oh,
in Italy in 2001.
Oh, you didn't?
2002 2004, he was manager for the United Arab Emirates.
Nice. Bet he got paid
Then he
well.
went to Norway, went from the Emirates to Norway, Viking out on the west coast. Then he went to Finland and he was a manager for Finland.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember Finland. Yeah, I forgot about that.
When was he
Then
manager of
after
Liverpool?
Then after Finland, he went to Fulham, 2017,
Fulham, then Liverpool,
Fulham, and then Liverpool. Then West Bromwich, then England.
Yeah.
4 years England, and then Palace.
And
That's
here
just
we
not
are.
bad.
I think in
Don't forget about
1981,
taking
wasn't he
Fulham to
manager
the
of-
Europa League final.
Yeah.
1981, I think he was manager of the Odeon, wasn't he?
Yeah, Fred Cross.
Oh, right.
Wasn't England his longest job?
Let me have a look. He was
Entertained.
no.
Is that England or Palace? Yeah?
Hang on. 4 years.
He's been for a while, isn't he?
In fact, Palace for like 5 years. Yeah, that's a
Oh,
foul.
come on, ref. No.
It was 4 years. It was 4 years. His first job
Get
at
up you
Halmstad,
go.
Sweden, as well.
Yeah.
Oh.
The Wally.
Yeah, they knew it.
Well, that's
Certainly
what
one who gets around, doesn't he, Roy Hodgson?
Oh, no.
He's been everywhere.
Oh.
Blimey, that
Hey,
number
Don't
one.
tell his missus that.
Oh, I hated McLaren. You know, I hate.
No, he was shocking.
Oh,
Shocking.
God. Was it Croatia, right? When they knocked us out.
Yeah,
I remember
Croatia.
Eduardo put in a masterclass performance, and I was like, Eduardo. I don't even think, was he playing with us still at that time? I can't remember. I don't know if he left yet.
I don't know what was worse, having Steve McLaren as the England manager or having Tony Blair as the
Well,
prime
he was
minister.
actually. Oh, yeah. Eduardo just joined us.
You can't say things like
Steve
that.
McLaren, I think.
Steve McLaren, bloody hell, remember him?
Yeah, when we got knocked out of the qualifying for
umbrella.
Euros, Eduardo he'd just joined Arsenal that summer.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No, 06, 07
No, that's
was our first summer. 07, 08 he joined us. So it was
Such
his
a
second.
shame
Yeah.
about Eduardo.
So it was his second. It was his
Yeah,
second
no.
season.
Oh, yeah.
I've got an
Eduardo,
Eduardo
right.
shirt somewhere.
He was
Yes,
quality,
well,
mate.
I've got a pub quiz question for you lads.
Go on now.
Which
How
England
did
manager
It's
you
not
gave,
about
How
Roy
did you do
Hodgson,
that?
thank God.
which England manager gave David Beckham his debut?
That was
Sven.
the one who used to play for Spurs,
No,
the
not
winger.
Sven.
The Wimbledon
Was it Terry Venables?
No, it was what's his
Glenn
name,
Hoddle.
wasn't it? Glenn
Glenn
Hoddle.
Peter Taylor.
I don't
Peter Taylor.
Peter Taylor made him captain, didn't he?
Oh, Peter
right.
Taylor, yeah.
Yeah, it might have been Peter Taylor, yeah.
Caretaker, wasn't he? Yeah, that's right. I remember
Sorry,
that.
not David. Was he made him captain? Yeah, Peter Taylor. I was thinking. He made him captain.
Peter Taylor.
Peter Taylor.
I thought it was. I thought it was.
He did,
I thought it was Hoddle or thingy.
He had a really
He
young
was just
squad, didn't he, Peter Taylor? Really
Yeah,
young squad.
Beckham played under Glenn Hoddle, definitely.
Yeah, that was it. Who made him? Made him cap? That was the question. Who made him captain? That was Peter Taylor. Peter Taylor made him captain.
He was a shit manager as well.
How's
Jesus
Get rid of
Christ.
it! Thank you.
Oh my God.
How was that a free kick? He literally put himself on the floor.
Yeah, they almost scored as well from it.
Jesus.
Oh, there
Oh,
we go.
oh Benteke.
Oh.
He literally went down in stages and got a free kick.
Can I just say, it's going to be all about the second half, isn't it?
Yeah.
How comes,
Like typical Arsenal.
how
Where,
comes
What have
you
you done
jumped
to your
ahead then,
hair?
Ryan?
What's that? Which one are you talking to?
I said,
Yeah, which one?
because you're talking about Benteke falling over and getting a free kick or something.
No, Zaha.
No.
no,
Oh,
Zaha.
Zaha then. I ain't got to that
No.
yet.
I'm literally. You'll see it soon, man.
37
Oh, yeah,
04, Ryan.
what's that
You're
doing?
about to see. You're about to see it. Oh my god.
You say 37-04?
Yeah,
I'm on
I
foot.
must have jumped. I don't know what's happened.
oh,
Come on, 39.
that was a bit close.
Yeah. I'm on 38-19 now.
I can't. I was on the same time
Yeah,
as you.
I'm about.
No idea.
39, 15.
It's not frozen on, I think.
Yeah,
You must
I'm
have
with
jumped
Russ.
forward.
Near us on the same time.
I'm watching it on the TV, mate. Proper.
Same.
No bloody streams around here.
I'm watching it on Sky Go.
I've got it legally on IPTV.
The touch was.
That was poor, Ryan. That was poor. Don't say it. I've got to be honest. That was poor. Poor judgment.
No, he can be honest. I mean, he's going to make mistakes. He's still a young kid. He's still.
I'm not blaming him. I'm just saying that was poor. Everyone makes mistakes.
Jesus
but that
Christ.
was-
No, that's what I just said. No, damn.
Bloody hell.
Relax.
agreeing.
Breathe. Breathe in. Breathe out.
Wax on, wax off.
Yeah.
Steve McLaren, there's no doubt in him as a coach, but as a manager, he was just crap.
Oh, God.
Oh dear.
Yeah, he learned
Talking
Dutch
about
very
Steve
quickly.
McLaren.
Fergie's number 2. That's what he was. He was just Fergie's number
He
2. That's what
learned
he was.
Dutch in 30 seconds, McLaren.
He's back at Derby now, isn't he, or something?
No. Rooney's still
I
there.
swear to God.
Yeah, but he's an assistant to Rooney, isn't he?
Don't
I
think
thought he
so.
was director of football or something.
News
Yeah.
director.
It was.
He's there in some
You can't be
capacity
kidding.
with Rooney, I think.
Well, he might be. I don't know.
He's
He might be-
going to be
What?
director
Yeah.
of football at Arsenal soon.
Oh god, no. Things ain't that bad. Jesus Christ.
What does that? So, what does this new appointment mean for Edu then? Because I've got
This
no
help.
idea.
Well, I think
He's
it's got
got a
to
friend.
He's
Basically-
the Huss Farmy's job.
yeah, basically,
Yeah,
in terms of in terms of the paperwork, this guy now takes over and all that, and the contract negotiations itself and players at the club. Whereas when it comes to transfers, initially Edu and Arteta still have to go out and do the legwork.
Well, I'm,
He has a-
Oh, what a
Oh,
save,
great
Leno!
save,
What
great
a save, mate!
Well played,
Yes,
mate.
Good night. Sleep tight. Sleep tight.
good night. Night, night.
I like Mario too.
Yeah, that was the best.
Super Mario.
He said thank you.
What, Mario Balotelli?
Yeah, always wanted him at Arsenal.
I like the indoor fireworks.
I think Leno's
cannot
really
believe.
stepped up a gear lately.
I still think we sold the wrong goalkeeper.
I can't
I
believe
still
Oh,
think
Yes.
Oh,
Yes,
I'm there. I was there. I'm there. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a
Get
fuck.
in there.
So,
I think Martinez.
Open goal.
Oh, yeah,
Bang.
good save.
I don't give a
Good
shit.
save. It was a good save.
Oh,
That is a good save. That is a very good save.
yeah. He's my keeper.
He's come into his
Of
own
course
again
he is.
recently.
He's still here. We didn't
talking
sell
of
him.
goalkeepers,
He's still here.
Russ. we're talking about before. Literally, out of the names that have been linked with us, like Fraser Forster, Neto, and Tom Heaton. Which one would you have?
Tom Heaton's decent, isn't he? I mean, even Fraser Forster's not a bad keeper, is he?
But he's too good to be number 2. Fraser Forster, I really like Fraser Forster.
Fraser Forster's about 7 foot tall, isn't he?
Why would he come to us to be a number 2?
Because it's Arsenal, mate. He could get in. It's no
competition as well.
I'd love him. Don't get me wrong. I really rate him. I think he's good.
The referee actually booked Tompkins.
We didn't really do a little competition for Martinez and Muller.
He'll tell you, I rate him though, Forster. I'd have him at Arsenal.
Yeah.
I'd have him every day of the week, but I think he's too good to be a number 2. I can't believe he's not a number 1 somewhere.
It depends on the deal, doesn't it? Obviously, if he does well, in that meantime, he could be pushed. He could be actually doing what Martinez should have been doing in the sense of pushing Leno for that number 1 spot. Because he's good enough. Let's be honest. It keeps Leno on his feet, knowing that there's someone decent actually behind him waiting to pounce.
Well, if Roy Hodgson goes back to Inter Milan, I think Forster's number 1.
Oh gosh! No, but this is what pissed me off about Cedric Martinez. I felt they should have just kept him in and then just said, "Listen, until you fuck up, then it goes back to goal." But no.
At the end of the day, Leno has no competition, has he? So you could easily see Leno wanting to rest on his laurels because he's just going to be number 1 regardless. But he hasn't.
It's going to be like Bellerin for the last couple of years.
Yeah, I'm in the team. Number 1 name on the team sheet, boys.
No, I get what you're saying.
I mean, he's not blaming him, but Lacazette hasn't touched the ball yet, has he?
Not really. Well, he could have done, but Bellerin got in the way at one point.
Yeah,
he's done a couple of nice little passes and wall passes for
45 minutes
players, but that's about it.
Call me biased, but if Bellerin doesn't get in the way in that moment earlier on, Lacazette's thumping that in the test of the goalkeeper.
Come on, get in there.
100%. I reckon that would have hit back in the net if Lacazette had it.
Yeah.
100%.
What about this one name? Obviously, we mentioned Matt Ryan from Brighton. He's recently been dropped by.
That's dodgy. I don't know why he's been dropped. I always thought he was a decent enough keeper. To be honest, I'd take him.
I'd rather have Fraser Forster, but he's another decent shout.
The thing is, we're going to have
at the end of the day, anyone apart from Runason,
we're going to have loads of names touch at us, aren't we? This is the thing. You know, even if it's a loan until the end of the season, just to cover us until the summer, really.
Look at last season.
You know what?
Chelsea probably want to get rid of Kepa.
Well, no, initially got it.
Are you realise that? Serious?
Do you know what?
Did you say?
Do you know what I didn't know though until yesterday? That Palace bought Jack Butland for £1 million.
Yeah.
I mean,
I would have had Butland.
I would for a number 2. No, $1 million, the same price we paid for Runason.
Yeah, I mean
more.
That does my head in.
We paid more for Runason.
Well, we only signed Runason because that Brentford goalkeeper that fell through, didn't it? That was going to happen.
I'm not sure
David Raya,
I'm not sure.
I ain't seen him play, so I don't know.
Well, the main time I saw him, he got beaten in the playoff final by that free kick from about 50 yards out. You know.
That was a poor half, gentlemen.
Very poor, mate. He's gone. Who's in charge? Joe, you're in charge.
Yeah.
I don't think he ain't been that bad.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to the stream.
He's going to change the name of the podcast now, isn't he? So.
Yeah, I'm going to change it quickly.
Half time, there we go.
Welcome to Joel's podcast.
What did you think of that, lads?
Glad I missed 15 minutes of it.
Because you left us.
Most exciting part of that first half was me reading Roy Hodgson's career.
I missed most of it because I fell asleep when he was doing that as well.
No, the best bit was me coming into the stream. That's all.
To be fair, I think the thing was we started off quite
bright. It's gone again.
we started off quite bright, didn't we? And then, you know, first sort of 10, 15 minutes, we were moving the ball around quite well and attacking well. And then we just...
Best thing about this is my shirt, mate.
But,
Yeah, we just fizzled out.
I've got one of those. I've got one of
No,
those.
you have. That's why I've got one. I wanted to be like you.
Ah.
I want to be like you.
How
Told you I
lovely.
love you, Andrew.
Oh, I love you too.
It looks like
hang on a minute. I want some love.
Oh, I love you too.
You have to get one of these.
love you, Joe.
No, not from you,
What?
Sam.
Oh, fuck off then.
You keep your wood to yourself.
You like my wood? You keep going on about it. I'll fucking give you my wood in a minute.
I'm sure you
I'll
will.
bless you with my wood.
A little bit of sick just came up into my mouth.
Sam gets off on that sort of thing.
Oh no,
dear.
don't need. I'm going to go and I'm going to go and have a breath of fresh air for a couple of minutes.
Yeah, de-stress.
What do you
Oh,
reckon,
my
man?
days.
Do you stick them in your original predictions, or
We can still do it in the second
Yeah, I
half, but
think
we
we
need
still
to really start figuring out what to do in the final third, because when we get to the final third, we're just completely hopeless.
I
Yeah.
think we weren't that bad. I mean, when you think about how we were playing, what, 3-4 weeks ago, we're playing so much better than that. I mean,
Yeah, but it's still,
loads
we
better.
still, we
We're
can't
moving the ball
connect.
quite quick. It's just, I think we'll be fine in the second half, but I don't think
Struggling to connect in the final third, you know,
We-
making
we
poor
seem-
decisions.
we seem to have been a team of two halves, haven't we, this season, really? So, you know,
We
the
need to
first half
step it up
was
a
a
little.
bit of a strange one, and then the second half we seem to come out and really go for it. So, hopefully, the same thing will happen. So,
Need to step it up, I'm afraid, boys, second half.
yeah.
Because as the game goes on, they're going to get more optimistic, isn't they? The other
Well,
night?
they're going to get more confident, aren't they?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Well, Palace have had 9 shots. Arsenal have had 2. Would have been more, obviously, but that's another matter.
As I'm saying, we
have
haven't
penalty.
created a lot, to be honest. I mean, we've been up there in the final third a few times, but
Should have had a pen. Should have had a pen as
Yeah,
well.
it should have been a penalty.
Yeah.
Give me my penalty.
It's all
That's
right.
when-
We'll be having penalties soon when we've got the director of football at our club.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Well, Man United have had more penalties in 12 months than we've had in 8 seasons. So.
That's why we brought this Garlic guy in so he can get us 10 pence.
It's all about the pet. Yeah, look, Warren's still going 2-0.
Yeah.
I think that's a fair shout still. I think we just, once we get the goal, I think we can just go for the kill. But
Yeah.
it's just that initial goal, isn't it? It always is.
Again, there's
we're
always
giving
one
them
that
too many
takes the lead.
chances.
Yeah.
But we do this in the first half, don't we? We always seem to... We seem to look the part, and like as you say, you get to the final third, and we sort of do a Jovino, and we start trying to, you know, we don't know what to do with it.
Overthink things and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, we just don't connect. You know, there's no real plan to it.
Ken Barlow, love it.
Yeah, not even interacting with that one. Change his name though. Give him that because he used to be the guy from Oasis and Ian Gallagher. Anyone that's obviously watching, they can see in the chat, live chat, or the guys here can see the live chat itself. There's
Ken
a reason I'm
Barlow,
not-
brilliant.
Obviously, the obvious reason why I'm not putting that up. Oh dear, got to laugh.
Lloyd's taxis, mate. All good.
Many teams during the last 3 to 4 weeks have waited until the second half to kick on, kind of like the way of saving fitness throughout the busy period. Yeah, that's true. Mark's also said he went for 2-0 as well. Adam's back. He's saying he almost fell asleep. Substitutions, in his opinion, should be Partey for Ceballos, Gabriel for Luis.
Well, Partey and Xhaka just don't go together, to be honest. So I wouldn't do
That's
that.
why out of the two, I'll take Granit off because he's still making them sloppy. Even though he's been done okay most of the match, he's still making them sloppy mistakes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just been a totally different game, but it's just I think we play better away from home anyway. Teams are more open. Teams just come to the Emirates and just damage limitation, don't they?
They literally just pop the bus and hope for the best.
Yeah.
Can't counter us.
Although to be fair, Palace have had some good chances.
Yeah.
Palace have had they've had quite a lot of possession as well. I mean, they've hit the bar and they've had a couple of decent, chances as Leno stopped. So, they've been the better team in the first half. I would say definitely.
Oh dear. The only positive I get to see Alex Scott on TV. Way.
It drives me mad.
For this second half, we've got to go out there and we've got to do something. We've got to start creating in the final third.
Yeah, I wonder if they will show that penalty. No, probably not.
I don't be silly because it wasn't where the Palace were.
It's against their agenda, really. Well,
it is Scott. They do like Man United and Liverpool, so
yeah, up Liverpool and United. Oh, United should have had a penalty then.
Literally, this game's been obviously coming today, yeah. And on Sky News, not once have they even touched on it. It's all been Man United, Liverpool, Man United, Liverpool, Man United, Liverpool for the weekend. I'm like, do you realise there's games ahead of this game on Sunday?
Another thing, Alex Scott played for Arsenal, so unless that she's told what to say, she must have an opinion or something on it. I mean, even because of her allegiance to us. Who going about lads? Arsenal should have had a penalty as well, Oh, they can't say that.
Warren saying when Arsenal for the Palace goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can have an Arsenal. We'll take Jack Batland. Oh dear. Not really much else to say about the first half, really. It's all a bit. Some of us have disappeared.
Deirdre Barlow is a slapper. Yeah.
Oh dear, you had to go there, didn't you? I'm trying to avoid all this, and you're just going, "Yep, it is."
All I'm seeing is Vinnie Jones using Brute on my TV.
Hello, people.
Right, how you doing anyway?
Gary's followed me around all day today, Gary.
No, it's the other way
Every
around.
stream I've been on, he's been on it as well,
Russ,
commenting after me.
No, I'm ahead of you, remember?
No, you're behind. Even in time zones, you're behind.
Oh my days.
Watching this.
It's very nice to see you, though, mate.
Good seeing you. I'm watching this game, and I'm like, all right, between Bellerin can't do anything in the final third. Ainsley can't do anything in our defensive third. The combination of them, you got nothing.
Yeah,
got nothing.
Yeah,
It's just been down to his dungeon.
Oh my god! They always want to be fed, these people.
Fed them, yeah. Fed them.
Well, this second half, it's party time. Telling you.
I hope so. Literally.
So you've got to come on. You've got to come on with at least half an hour to go. Definitely. You've got to have half an hour.
I think they're overplaying it as well sometimes. I mean, there's that chance that Lacazette could have had, but fucking Bellerin, for some bizarre reason, ended up in the centre of the fucking box and got in the way.
He's always out of position, he is.
Is he supposed to be up that far up the field? I mean, really, in the middle. Yeah. He's supposed to be in between in the box area in the middle there.
Apart from that thingy when he took it away from Lacazette, I think he's been quite effective up front.
When he comes from the outside, he does, but when he goes inside, that's when we have problems.
I think it'll be fine. I don't think we've been playing terribly. But
just
it'll be all
right. That's all. Yeah. Oh, someone's gone. Melvin's gone. You scared him off.
People have escaped.
He's trying to find the stream on Audible again.
He's still watching the West Brom game.
Talking of which, there we go. You're back again.
Yeah, I did all right. I plugged in my laptop. Forgot to turn the bloody electricity on, didn't I?
Oops.
What does that mean? Does that mean you feed the horses and they start
turn the plug on?
They start turning around and like next thing you know you got electricity?
Yeah, it's got a manual generator.
I've got a outside with a
He's got a little
revolving
bicycle he sits on and he pedals up and down. And...
Yeah.
He's not stupid. He gets his wife to do it.
Oh dear God.
There are benefits.
Warren saying we need some Melvin magic.
Yeah, get your kit off now.
Oh dear. December saying, Gary, the problem seems to be the game is played on a pitch with a ball.
Oh, they thought this was cricket. See, they forgot their bats and everything.
Yeah. Steve's also saying we beat beat the worst Chelsea team I've ever seen. We beat a Brighton team that rested 4 of its best players. We beat West Brom, which, let's face it, not a real challenge. We have not been great.
I don't want all that negativity in my life. Jeez,
dear.
How can it be the worst Chelsea team you've ever seen in your life? Watch Chelsea pre-Abramovich when they had Chris Sutton up front, for crying out loud.
Hey, we beat Fulham, and didn't they just draw yesterday?
Yeah, against the title challenges, they drew with them. You know.
Yeah, exactly. And if we win tonight, there's a video coming on my social media that I've been saving since North London Derby when she got all mouthy. The little Tottenham fan. I can't say obviously because obviously PC and all that. But Warren's also saying Van Arsene worst keeper ever for us. I thought George Wood was bad. George Wood
had. We said this yesterday, didn't you, Melvin? He said he had paralysed arms.
No, seriously. I told the boys yesterday. This is true. When he signed with the Arsenal, and they put the contract in front of him, and he took his glasses out to sign the contract. They've done it wrong.
Yeah.
And then they should have really had.
True, I'm telling you, boys.
They should have really raised their eyebrows when he couldn't sign the contract with his arms.
What would it be? 1980 something.
82, but 82 or something.
82.
Yeah, well,
lovely. Where's the contract? Oh, thank you.
It's the fact that he signed the contract and put the pen in his mouth.
Thick ones.
When he first signed, he turned the arm in his mouth.
The assembly is saying,
that's when you know you've got a good goalkeeper.
You know, either that, or he took his shoe and sock off and put it in his foot.
Party's warming up at half time, boys. Party's warming up.
Cool, that's good to know.
And he hasn't been injured yet, which is great news.
Don't say that.
Time, mate. To get injured.
Hello, Joel. How you doing, sir?
My favourite American.
He's having a donut.
The only American. What are you talking about?
2 donuts.
The only American.
Billy B.
Oh dear.
There's a couple of donuts on this show already. Don't add any more.
Yeah, Kerry Dixon and all. Yeah.
Yeah. What about when Kerry Dixon was up front? Says he assembled.
We were after Kerry Dixon at one point. We were after him.
Yeah, him and Lee Dixon, brothers.
Matthew, the chat, pick up Matthew saying as well, we need more down the left. Losing Tierney, he's a huge loss. We are a totally different team without him.
Yep.
Yeah, we've got nothing in the final third from the left.
Yeah.
I honestly don't think he's. I think he's been rested. I honestly think he is. I know he said he's got a tight muscle thing or whatever, but I think he's just been rested. He desperately needed it. I honestly didn't want him to play today. Whether we. I know we're going to.
I didn't want him to play on Newcastle.
The cup game,
I know. But a good job he was.
Yeah, that's the thing. In hindsight, it worked out for us better.
Yeah, we would have been out.
Come on, let's do this.
Well, I don't know if we would have been out, but I don't think Aubameyang would have got his goal because Newcastle were absolutely frail that day.
Definitely not. No,
they were absolutely shocking.
Do we really have Kurt Angle's music as our music?
Probably. I don't know.
Oh my god.
What's with the
jump around.
WWE themes, man?
Yeah, there's
I stopped watching wrestling a couple
I'm
months
sure
back.
one of the guy that does all the music is a massive wrestling fan because we had the
He probably
game
is.
not long ago with
I
Triple
love
H.
Kurt Angle's
Oh,
Yeah,
I
music.
love the
I
game.
actually popped for that. I popped for that thing.
To
like
be
Triple
fair, I
H.
think it's great music to come out to the game by Triple
love-
H.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. I love that
Motorhead.
tune.
Motorhead.
It's time to
Motorhead, I love it. Absolutely love it.
Can't be a Motorhead anyway.
Oh, come on. Wait.
Oh,
Wow.
Jack, come on.
Come on.
Wow. Oh.
Go on,
Shoot,
Bellerin,
you bastard. Oh,
Oh.
fucking hell. Unlucky.
Go on, Bellerin.
Even he was shocked.
I
Oh,
haven't
come
kicked off
on.
yet.
Should have bloody
Come on, get it
get
on
it on
target.
target.
Also, Wine says in the chat, hang on, boys, bad goalkeepers, Lewis in the cup final,
I want that bad goal,
1927.
Yeah, Melvin remembers that one, did he?
Well, what's famous for that
Yeah.
cup final in 27?
Melby got let down by got let down for a
could
ticket
get a
for that
ticket
game.
for that one.
What's famous about 27 cup final, boys? Arsenal supporters, come on.
What,
White Horse?
Cardiff?
No idea.
Yeah, when they beat us. What's so famous about
Yeah.
that game?
Yeah, because
The
of the
wheel.
goalkeeper shirt. The goalkeeper shirt.
Very good, Andrew.
Yeah.
Very good.
The wheel
Only
was
because
created.
you told me about 3 weeks ago, come over.
The Wolves created the chicken fecker.
The ball was round.
Yeah, Brownie will probably claim he went to that one as well.
The ball was round. It was
Oh.
made of wood in those days.
It's unlucky. That.
Made of wood.
With nails in
And
it.
they've got all the players are wearing clogs.
Come on, Alf. Get round it. That's it, son.
Who's there?
That's good. Oh,
Take a what is it that? Quick.
It was the days of when the Dutchman
That's
would
it.
hide.
Get the ball
That's it,
back.
Oscar.
That's it.
That's it. Over. Well done.
well played, mate. Well played.
Give it to Bellerin. Give
Excellent.
it to Bellerin. What are you doing?
I don't think
Oh,
the
shit.
Netherlands have been discovered then. But to be honest.
How long do you reckon it'll be before we see Partey?
About 60 minutes.
I say that, yeah, I say no,
60th
Gotta
minute, I
give
mean.
him
You
time.
know.
I say another
minutes.
10, 15, about 10 minutes, I say. Depending on how long this goes on for.
If
Give it
anyone,
later
if
than
anyone gets it bang on, I'll give him £1.
Oh,
58
yeah.
minutes.
Based on
You
the
know what?
last,
I think-
based
Say
on
about
the
a
last,
second from McDonald's.
based on the last time, I'm going to go with 83 minutes.
You can have $1.
God,
65th. 64th, 65th.
Do you know what though? I think Arteta, it really winds people up that do fantasy football because he always
Yeah,
does the substitute about 58
Yeah.
minutes, and that means that your player doesn't count because they have to play minimum of 60, don't they?
I had Tierney on my team. I'm pissed. I got
Yeah, same
yeah,
here,
same
mate.
here.
fucking points.
Same here.
Fucking points.
I had Ozil in my team.
Have
You're
we-
upset.
Yeah, he's had it since the beginning of the season.
Oh,
Yeah, I've had Ozil and Socrates and
Don't take him out just in case he gets in game.
Did you see that header from Holding? Are you George Bernard? Come on.
I might put Renarson in goal.
Put that
Actually.
up. Put that
Yeah.
up. Quick. He lost his footing. Oh, beautiful.
I had
Well
Ozil
played,
and Stephanie
Lacazette.
and Brunison.
Oh, fuck off.
Oh my God.
Stop that, man. What is David Luiz doing? He's looking like a fucking winger. Oh, shoot! Fucking hell, Lacazette, man. He's just standing there spinning around like Kylie Minogue.
Come on, Arsenal. Keep this pressure on. This is good.
Minogue.
No.
Take your time, take your time, take your time. There we go. Oh, fuck. We're getting closer, lads. We're getting closer.
We're putting a lot of pressure on. Don't foul.
Make the right pass.
I
Well done.
don't want to say anything because I don't want to jinx it.
Well done, Lacquer.
Come on.
He needs
Keep
to
it
come
on.
forward,
Keep
right.
it going.
Give
Keep
that to
it
Bellerin.
going.
Give that to Bellerin. He's open. There you go. Think about it.
Good ball. Nice.
That's fine.
Oh, lucky.
No ideas right now.
I'm doing well on my stream. All the players have just taken the knee.
Why don't you? You get on my nerves. You got such a hammering shot, and you just don't use it. It's annoying.
Oh, my days.
Well done, Louise. That was decent. Oh, Ainsley, you go. You're gonna fuck it up, innit? Yeah, you're gonna fuck it up. Yeah, okay.
Do you reckon Partey is going to be the first sub?
Yeah.
Yeah,
him or a wing back, because Ainsley needs to come off. He's absolutely a
Well, both him and Cedric.
I just don't understand why Cedric didn't start. Well, why can't Ainsley just
Is he really two-footed? Is Cedric that two-footed?
Really, yeah. Properly two-footed.
Yeah, he is.
I didn't realise.
I just don't understand why you don't trust him. Yeah.
Surely it'd be I don't understand. I keep saying this. I can't understand the crap he gets. I think he's a decent backup player.
I like him.
Well, no one.
I think it's just because he's on. I think it's because he's on the other side of.
He doesn't offer much going forward, does he?
He's a brilliant crosser with the ball. He really is.
He can cross.
Crosser with the ball.
Cross better than shit.
Ainsley, better than Ainsley.
You can do better than. How the fuck did you let him do that? Oh, all right, cool. No, it's not cool. What am I talking about? Well done, Louise.
Get it out. Well played, Bellerin.
One of you, what up? Oh, free kick to us. Oh, thank God.
We need to wake
up.
Offside?
No, it's not even that. They just need to just stay on it. They just
screamer.
Do you know what? They keep fizzling out. It's annoying. It's actually annoying. Like, we're starting off well, then we just fizz out. It's like they got gas for like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and then they just. It's like a fucking balloon. It's a joke.
It's because of Xhaka. Xhaka slows it down. He's not playing terribly, but he just gave the ball away there, just as I said it. But he just slows it down. Slows the play down too much.
Oh yeah. Sake.
We've got to be careful. This could go like a 1-0 either way. We've got to be...
That's what I was saying earlier. Oh, speaking of the devil. Fuck. Oh, that was awful. What was you doing, Benteke?
Oh, that's a shocking ball, isn't it?
That's an Arsenal pass, that is.
The last time we started the second half Discord, Granite fucked things up for us and he got sent off, remember?
Burnley, wasn't
so that's why I'm sort of being like...
well, I think we're fizzing it around all right. We just need that bit more cutting edge.
Yeah.
And I think Partey will help with that.
Yeah, second half, 55% of the game has been in Crystal Palace's half.
Do you know who we miss? We miss, apart from Tierney, we miss Martinelli.
Yeah.
Definitely, yeah, of course. Anyway.
That extra bit of zip just behind, just...
Well, we have no left side.
Really.
Well,
we have no left side at the moment, do we, really?
Martinelli and Tierney are fantastic together.
Yeah, 100%. Brilliant.
What the hell was that?
Over a Maitland-Niles, I'm going to do anything, aren't
they? Keep going. Not enough.
Do you know what? I forgive Maitland-Niles after just seeing what Benteke did.
Oh, that's horrendous. I know.
Go on, Maitland.
I mean, he's got a really strange shaped head.
The thing is, he was like the striker at one point, wasn't he? He was like the player.
Oh yeah. He's got a really weird head shape. I reckon he got stuck in the birth canal for quite
too long.
Oh my God, he went there.
What is wrong with you?
Head in a vice, yeah.
He's stating a point.
Oh, jeez.
He said, "I'm fucking get out of
Stuck in the elementary canal.
Oh, yeah, like we don't say anything worse than that. I mean, God.
No. Plenty of other words for it, yeah.
You could be like Warren. Oh shit!
Oh come on, like, get it! Oh,
come on! Minute later, we'll get there.
Oh, referee! Boo! Fuck off, man! This referee
was offside anyway.
No
difference.
Let me see it again.
Yeah, it was offside.
Ainsley was off.
Melvin, you're loving this, aren't you? Being a minute ahead.
lording it
I'm
over
not
the
actually not a minute ahead. I'm seeing what's going to happen.
Yeah.
He's psychic, yeah. He's watching your stream, Joel. He's psychic.
Yeah, Charles Xavier in disguise.
Charles Watt, isn't he, at the Emirates?
Oh dear. Oh, well, I could sort of score that anyway.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh.
He
Nice
should,
move,
yeah,
actually, though. He should have scored it, but it's a nice move, actually, wasn't it?
Amazing what we can do. Amazing what we can do with a bit of pace to our game.
Well, it's just like one touch passing, like 1 or 2 touch. That's it.
Yeah.
It's
The
lovely
thing
stuff.
is, Laka didn't even have to go offside then.
No.
Really?
It was
No, I
offside
think it was
before.
Ainsley that was off.
It was Ainsley as well.
Yeah.
It was
I
the
think
first
all
pass.
three.
Ainsley
It was
was
the first pass on the outside that was.
It looked like
was
there was
out.
3 of them
Wednesday,
offside, to be honest, as well. Yeah.
Don't,
No, I
don't
think
you think?
Tompkins played him on.
Don't you think Laka looks like Henri when he returned?
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Mr.
think
T.
he's modelling himself on that.
Mr. T.
Mr. T.
I
Yeah,
pity Paul.
I pity the fool.
he should grow. He should grow that down. You know.
Mohawk,
I ain't getting on no plane.
Just have loads of chains on.
Oh, I'm good.
A beautiful.
You look my good and jeans.
You just wear a pair of dungarees all the time.
Shut up, fool.
Have you seen his head? Have you seen his head? It looks like she's stuck in a birth canal.
You guys done with the game? You done with the game already?
Yeah,
No, we're
thanks.
hanging in there, mate. We're hanging in there.
We're all business, Gary. Don't worry about that.
Why are you dropping the shoulder?
The tangents are
No,
more
don't.
interesting.
Well, when there's nothing happening, we do have to sort of put the
Fill the void.
entertainment up a little bit.
Don't
Oh,
foul.
definitely.
You lot should know better
You
to foul
idiot.
Zaha, man. Come on. You should know better.
What other players have got funny shaped heads? Let's have a look.
Oh, God.
Julian Lescott.
Yeah.
He looks like a Klingon, doesn't he?
Frank Ribery.
Oh, that's like Van Quibery, yeah.
Do you remember
He
the?
looks like Frank.
Oh
Looks
my
like Frankenstein's monster.
He looks like Sloth out of the Goonies, doesn't he?
Oh, you're so bad.
Hey
do
guys!
you remember those square things out of Mario that used to fall down from the sky?
Oh, yeah.
He looked like one of them.
Yeah. Crichton from Red Dwarf.
How was that free kick again?
Making hard work out of this.
Oh, shit.
Zaha lost a 50-50 as a free kick to them.
No, Xhaka was pulling at him.
Yeah, he was holding on to him the whole time.
He wanted to see the side of his shirt.
He hasn't let go of him since the 3rd minute.
Wanted to swap shirts early, didn't he?
Oh, dear.
He's trying to hold his hand, isn't it? Make some fucking movement. God.
I have to say, Tevez, he had a funny head.
Oh yeah, he did. He looked.
Yeah,
very,
just-
he looked like a bit of a freak, didn't
What a player, though, he was, wasn't he?
he? Yeah.
These players got
Jesus, don't hold back, hey?
Tell you what, when Diego Simeone was born, he looked 50 already.
Yeah, he looks
Yeah,
like
same,
Tom
man.
Jones, and he models himself on Tom Jones. He wears all the clothes he wears and all.
Sid James, mate, more like.
Diego Costa, he had a big head.
Remember
Yeah.
West Ham got Tevez and Mascherano, that dodgy isolated.
Yeah.
If
That
you
was
know,
cute.
Yeah.
yeah, Kia,
Yeah, Kia, yeah.
fucking
Yeah,
third
fine.
party bollocks, yeah.
God.
Who cares, mate? It was only Sheffield United who kicked off because they got relegated.
Yeah, sure. What, whoever remembers Sean Bean getting part of a protest to get him reinstated as a Premier League club and
Sean
West Ham
Bean,
taken
yeah.
down?
Who was
Obviously
that?
Sean Bean.
Sean
Oh,
Bean.
he lost his head in Game of Thrones, didn't he?
Oh, for
Yeah.
fuck's sake. No, Ainsley's got to come off, man. Take him off.
He now does the Yorkshire tea adverts, doesn't
Yeah. What come down there?
he? Game of Thrones to Yorkshire tea.
Yeah, we'll come down.
Oh dear.
Do it for Yorkshire.
Do it for House of Stark. No, do it for Yorkshire tea.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Can we make a sub? Yeah.
Saying that,
No, Arteta has to do it at a certain time.
Gabriel Palista. Now
He's
that
got
was
5
a
minutes.
face. Wasn't it?
Oh God,
Gabriel
yeah.
Paulista.
He looked like Plug from the Bash Street Kids. He did.
Fucking hell.
Plug. I haven't heard that
was.
for years.
He was the spitting image of Plug from the Bash Street Kids.
He weren't a bad player, to be honest.
And you know,
Nah, he was
Deli-
alright.
It just
do you
needed
remember
more
the
time.
cartoon
Give him more
character
time.
called
He
Arthur?
didn't
Do
get enough.
you remember the
was
cartoon
that?
character Arthur?
Arthur.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I do.
He looks like Deli Ali.
Oh my God!
Christ. Oh dear. These are.
Oh,
Come on.
No, that was poor.
So get it back. That's well done.
What on the mill? What on the mill? What on the mill?
Ian Dowie looked pretty good, didn't he?
Yeah, he's
Oh.
another
Yeah.
bad-
Ian Dowie.
he's another-
What a head.
oh,
Now,
oh.
he looked like Sloth.
No, we could.
Yeah.
Gladstone Small
Nah.
was the other.
Gladstone
He's
Small.
the spotty one out of Good Bash Street Kids because he's got no neck.
Oh my God.
Gladstone Small, the old cricketer. Yeah, I remember him.
Remember that Dirk Coates from
Dirk
Liverpool?
Coit,
This
yeah.
is why
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
so well.
How slow are you, Jacker?
That was
Is that a multiple answer
nice.
question,
Jack
Melvin?
was sorry.
I can never. So what his surname was Dirk Sang.
Dirk Kite.
That kite, yeah.
Kite, yeah.
Well, no one was really sure, were they? Dirk Kite, Dirk Cow.
Coit, Cow. Yeah,
I just called him Cal.
I called him something else.
Here you guys.
He had a very
you
fashionable
guys.
hairstyle.
Do you remember
Very fashionable hairstyle, the Dirk
Veronin,
Kite.
fucking name was? Do you remember Veronin or whatever his name was?
Oh,
Had
one
the long hair.
Sebastian Veron, yeah.
He was
Oh,
God,
Veronin,
he
yeah,
was awful.
Veronin, yeah. He
Yeah.
was useless, he was, wasn't
Yep.
Come on.
Warren saying
Wow,
Felix
what
Senderos
did
as well.
Go on, eh? Go on.
Doing?
Ooh.
Oh, fuck's sake. It was so
he? Yeah,
straight.
Philip Senderos, he
What
was
a
like
shot. That's a
Igor
flick.
from like Frankenstein or something. Igor.
Do you know who used to scare me when I was younger? Saigo Pascal. He used to
Pascal
fucking scare the shit out of me.
Pascal Seagal.
His head shape.
Come on, Pepe. Pepe's
Yeah,
getting some time,
Pascal
Sam.
Seagal.
Nah.
He was from the Addams
He
family.
needs it.
He looked a bit like what was it?
Oh dear.
Yeah.
He put like those black rings around his eyes. He'd look like one of the Addams family, wouldn't he? Definitely. Pascal Seagal.
Uncle Fester, innit?
Let's just see it. Uncle
yeah.
He
Oh,
looked
hospital
like,
ball. My God.
he looked
Come
How
on.
did he get the ball?
Oh, my days.
Oh, well.
the Grim
What
Reaper
are you
from
doing?
Bill and Ted.
He's going to fail.
Well done, Jack.
Really
Well
Ted.
done.
That was nice from Ainsley.
Yeah.
Yes, get the
Ooh,
ball
what a
back.
tackle.
Well done.
Ah, unlucky.
Warren saying in the
Yeah,
chat,
yeah,
Dowie.
right.
Dowie.
Love the shit
Beaker
out
of
of
the
him.
Muppets.
Hey, Saka.
100%.
Good shout.
Oh dear.
Maitland Niles showing exactly why he should be played in the middle of the park.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's the best movie he's had all game.
Baroni.
Yeah.
I mean, why does...
He's coming off. He's coming off now, anyways.
Yeah, he's coming on for Pepe.
Here comes Long John Silver.
Pepe. Big Pepe.
So how are they going to move this
Probably
around? then?
Yes.
They're
I mean,
probably
I mean,
going to. They could be going to put Saka
Saka
up.
left back.
Saka up.
Pepe's
Saka left
playing
back.
wing back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
probably.
come on.
To be fair, I
No,
think
Jack-
they've got to bring,
Xhaka, what are
they've
you
got to bring
doing?
Partey on now. Take Xhaka off and bring Partey on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jacker before is having a mare, mate, now, second half.
I'm
What,
surprised
I mean,
they got
seriously
yellow.
though, why would El Neni start in any team ahead of Maitland Niles in midfield?
Well, it wouldn't.
I've got no answers for that whatsoever.
No.
Cheddar's is saying Palace goalkeeper Speroni looks like Will Wheaton.
Now Star Trek. Yeah.
That's jokes.
That's a good shot.
Oh dear.
Can I just say, I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to the title of this video. We're going to have Birkenau and ugliest players.
We got
Tony
bored,
Adams
guys.
family.
Movie connections.
So we got bored and watched.
Put the Tony Adams family, but the
Oh,
Tony
come
in
on.
brackets.
Oh, for God's sake.
Tony Adams family.
Oh my goodness.
The Rookie and the Kooky and the really spooky. The Tony Adams family.
For fuck.
Laka, why the fuck did you move?
Where was that going to,
my-
Jacker?
No, Laka should have not moved.
Come on. Good
No, why the
tackle.
fuck you just-
See, that's
Hold
what
on,
he
hold
offers
on,
you.
jockey,
Gaming,
hold on,
game
hold
out.
on.
Come on.
It's like a touch.
You must be just ahead of me.
That was a
What
poor
tackle.
ball, that was,
No,
by our
Joel,
barrier.
I don't know why
Ryan.
Laka left the ball like that.
It's me
I don't know why
talking,
Laka left
Melvin.
the ball like that. That was stupid.
Oh, right.
Oh, come on. Lacazette, move. Fuck's
No,
sake.
Come on, man.
I think we need to bring Partey on. Now's the time, really.
Definitely,
We're
yeah.
lacking.
Partey is not going to offer going forward.
How can you be ahead of me?
Partey will. offer
That's
going
it,
forward.
David Luiz. Just kick him in the back, yeah.
Ref.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Kick him
Zaha's lost his
properly.
shit.
Xhaka is
Lost his
just
shit.
suddenly gone off
Xhaka's
a
having a
cliff.
shit one, isn't he? Let's be
Xhaka
honest.
just needs to. Xhaka just needs to go.
He's gone off a cliff, honestly, he really has. I mean, that was a
Gone off a
decent
cliff. He
tackle,
never even
but-
walked up it.
Yeah, but the mad thing
Never
is,
walked up it.
the last
Well
two
said,
games,
Matthew. Yeah, we'll get Pepe on.
been completely different, and now he's gone back to square one again.
But we see this with Xhaka. He does.
And he
this.
need him in the face as well. Yes.
That's
Yeah.
what I want. That movement by.
Oh, that's what happened.
Yeah, you need him straight in the gob. Boom.
Mm.
He was gonna bang him in his face, you know. Oh my goodness. Oh shit. I still think we should have signed him, man. Fuck's sake.
Get back from the future, you lot.
Nah, I'm alright.
Ooh,
And got DeLorean.
ooh.
Because Zaha's not happy, is he?
No, yeah.
Nah,
He never
he's
is.
not happy, is he?
I missed that. I don't want to see a replay.
He hasn't
He's
been happy
like,
since he
I
left
should
Man
be in that
United.
shirt instead of you.
Go wide. Wide. Why you
God,
going
he
home?
taken out pretty clean, didn't he?
Oh, backwards, Jacker.
That was a bit
It wasn't
naughty
intense.
by
It wasn't
Patrice,
intense.
wasn't it?
He literally threw himself onto the floor. And that,
I'm sorry.
that
he
knee
didn't-
was an accident.
And then he literally punched David Luiz's legs and then went to hold his head.
I know.
He did get hit on the head. He got hit in the head by his knee, didn't he?
Yeah, but that was an accident. No, he didn't do that on purpose. You see that from the
Who's
replay.
getting sent off first, David Luiz or Xhaka?
Xhaka.
Probably Louise.
That's right.
Nah, Louise. I think Xhaka will come get subbed.
That's the hope.
I
Oh.
think it's both of them.
Switch! Good ball. So Bias has been actually great, man.
Do you know what? This is what I mean. Where I was going to say earlier about bringing Partey on, it will release Ceballos to actually go a bit further forward and push forward more.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why Partey will help.
Oh, shit. Fuck's sake. Louise,
Oh,
run!
Come on, take him out, David.
No,
Louise,
Oh,
go
what
across.
a- well done,
Well done,
Xhaka.
Granit.
Well done,
Well
mate.
done.
Granite. Again, Granite. He don't want Partey
Third
to
or
come on.
fourth.
It's
Yeah.
clear. He does not want him to come on.
That's the third or fourth
Fucking hell.
intervention he's made this game.
Yeah, he's done all right. He's one of his better games tonight.
It's his passing that's letting him down. At the
Yeah,
moment.
his passing shocking,
Yeah,
but
it
he just
Oh,
seems
it was
to
lovely
make
by
a
Saka. That was lovely by Saka. That was beautiful.
Wait,
And I
why
tell
are
you
you
what,
coming off the bias?
Bias.
Partey's on now.
Ceballos is off, mate. Ceballos is off.
Ceballos is
I
off.
don't know why
Oh
Ceballos
Oh
isn't
my
playing
God! Why
proper.
would you take Ceballos off? Why?
We,
I don't know.
are we protecting a nil-nil draw?
Protecting
He's
a
having a
0-0.
brilliant
Yeah.
game.
Come on.
Oh my God! You being
Don't get
serious?
injured, please.
Oh my god.
Ceballos has been fantastic.
Off.
I don't think.
Oh shit! Well done, Leno. Well done. Fucking hell.
I don't think he's put one stray pass.
He hasn't been
This
perfect.
match.
He hasn't been
Ceballos.
perfect, but
I
neither
think
has
he's
He's been the best midfielder, though.
you can,
he's
you
been the
can't
best
lose
midfielder.
either way. You get good and bad from both of
His
them.
passing
so.
has been excellent.
Yeah, his
Honestly,
long balls.
I
has
really-
been-
Why isn't ESR getting further forward?
Warren saying Xhaka or Zaha, red card roulette.
Take him out.
Well,
Hey, he's gonna wrap you up.
I mean, I'm
Well
delighted to
done,
see
well
Party
done.
come on, but I don't think he
No,
should
I'm
take
just
the bias.
so
I
angry.
really don't.
you think we nearly bought him?
Yeah, play on, ref.
Yeah.
How many times does that happen, ref? Oh, this ref is a fucking nuisance, man. Can't stand it, bro. Just any little fucking niggle. It's a free kick. That is
Well, to
poor.
them
Who
anyway.
was that?
You touched me.
It was offside
that's
anyway. So.
We're not gonna burn if it was against us. Come on.
Who went to left back, by the way?
I'm assuming Saka.
Which doesn't really work in the system, to be honest, does it?
Have you know Aubameyang's right up front now? And,
Oh, in my screen, he's playing centre back right now. Oh, well done, Louise.
Oh, that's a
He's
foul.
hit
Come
ref.
on.
Ref! Oh, so
way-
you knocked him down for that, but when it was a penalty, you didn't want to give it. Right.
To be fair, the way Pepe's playing, you'd think he was in goal.
Just give him time.
Told you about that, oh,
Classic ruggy line.
time he moves out the fucking club, man.
Yeah, another foul. No, not yellow.
I still
No.
think
no
we should give
surprise there.
Mustafi. We need to give Mustafi time, really. He needs to settle.
How much more time does he need?
God.
What's that?
How much more time does he need?
How long's he been with the club?
Oh,
Yeah,
fucking
Mustafi, 4 years.
Since
Five
Melvin started supporting him, innit?
he's made over 200 appearances.
It's all Melvin's fault.
So, to be fair, I can't even blame Colin for that one.
Well, technically he can.
Blame
He's doing,
Colin for anything you like.
yeah, he's doing, technically he's doing a
Dirty
Watchalong straight jackets, all of them.
What a dirty rat!
Don't start that. Don't start that, please. Oh God, get a couple mouse traps
Get them all
out.
straight.
Oh, here we
I'll tell
go.
you, me and Andrew had a field day that day.
Oh,
Give me Andrew.
The funny thing is, like, no, I'm going to go there. Yeah, I agree. Yes.
Go there, please.
The amount of times I get him to backtrack on something he's just said, it's quite phenomenal.
Yeah, Richard does that as well.
All the time, and then he suddenly starts agreeing with you eventually and trying to pass it off as his own fault.
Oh dear.
But no.
But anyway, this is a family show.
Exactly.
Shout out to Colin and Richard.
Oh. Come on, you gotta get better. You're fucking.
Any
head.
views are your own, not shared by the rest of the panel.
Yeah.
Exactly. So we're actually going to score tonight, for fuck's sake.
I don't think.
Why
we
can't
will,
hold
you
your head up?
Dear.
What do you make of
know.
is it Cute?
Coyote, yeah.
Coyote. He's a
Coyote,
midfielder, really,
yeah.
playing in defence. Do you know what,
Coyote.
though? Talking about that, I honestly think. You remember Chris Sutton I mentioned earlier, and Dion Dublin used to play at centre half sometimes. Do you remember? I honestly think Andy Carroll should be a centre half now at 32. He's brilliant at centre half, and then he could go up for all the corners and everything.
God.
He could probably
my
score just
God.
as many goals.
Here comes Jordan Ayew.
I'll tell you, the amount of
There we
times
go.
Rob Holding's been in that position for a header, because he seems to get up well and get in the right place, but he just can't put him away.
No,
can he?
his timing is off every time. He jumps too soon, and by the time the ball gets there, he's on his way down. It just pops off the top of his head like it did the last time.
Because
I don't think he's ever practiced it, because he's no way.
What was the game when he hit the
ball
bar?
in the air.
What game was it when he hit the bar?
That was
when we drew Southampton, wasn't it?
Southampton, no?
Was it?
Yeah.
Was
It
it
was
Southampton?
Southampton, wasn't it?
Everton, was it? It might have been Everton.
No, it wasn't Everton. It was
No,
at
it was
home.
Southampton.
No, we was at home. It must have been
Southampton it was.
or-
Was it the
Must
cup
have been,
game? This
yeah.
was,
Yeah.
No, it was Southampton,
home.
the league game.
all right.
There you go.
Here comes the never-aging Jordan Ayew.
Oh,
that guy is amazing. I swear to God, to be playing for Palace now.
He still looks about 10.
Yeah.
Seriously, doesn't he?
He's a 10. Oh shit!
Could have said worse.
You kill me. Shoot, Xhaka. Fuck's. Oh, it doesn't matter. Oh, fuck's.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
This is what I mean about Lacazette. That's why I want getting excited. I thought, yeah, he's on form. It's like, yeah, let's just wait. And we'll get carried away. He fell over.
People getting carried away saying we should give him a new contract. I mean, seriously.
Yeah, exactly.
You need your head testing.
Exactly.
It's about you normally get about 2 or 3 games, and then he goes off again.
The best thing the best way of putting it is what Elliot of the Arsenal Vision podcast, and he says simple thing. You don't give contracts on what people have done in the past. You give contracts on what they think they're going to do for the duration of that.
Well,
contract.
He's not getting paid for what he's done in the past. That's exactly. So that one.
You don't give a reward for what they've already done. You have to give a contract based on what you think they're going to do.
But
we have to Willian and to Aubameyang. We've given them contracts, which we know that by the end of those contracts they are going to be useless.
That's the whole point of why he said that, and that's why he can't give Lacazette another contract.
The thing is, with Aubameyang, he'll have more sell-on value than Willian. That's one thing. But at the same time, you're not wrong. I mean, boy, it is what it is.
Arsenal don't have that much money to lock up into their 2 strikers. So he's got to go, and he should have been gone already. That's the problem. He's not gone already, so he'll probably just stick around, and then we'll be going, why isn't he gone? Because the team doesn't do the right business. He should have already been gone.
I hope that he has a really good.
I think the whole fan base would have been mad.
And then we could send him for a decent
amount.
What?
We don't count if they do the right thing, but having him sitting around doing what he's doing, doing what he's doing isn't going to help the team in the long term.
Lacaz's going to be. They're reviewing Lacaz, aren't they, in the summer? And they can't extend it. They've got to sell him. And I know it sounds awful, but
they won't be renewing it.
We've got to start looking forward.
No, they can't, man. We had the chance to sell him in the summer and they didn't do it. That's
if you're smart,
that's the thing.
then
we're always a year late.
You'll dangle that carrot all the way till the summer to make sure that he's playing for a new contract, and then you sell him when he's on form after a good season. That's what you do.
What player has been on form that long at Arsenal?
No, I don't know.
Find one.
At the moment, he's our leading goal scorer, so that's all we can say.
That doesn't mean much on our team.
No, it doesn't. I know, but we just have to hope that he has a good end of the season. So,
what's the point?
Playing for his future.
Yeah, I mean, Leno's our best goalkeeper. You know, that's
that was by choice. Yeah, but that's because we saw Martinez. Let's be real, man.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I'm saying. So it's not, sometimes it's by who you're competing against and who's around you. I mean, we're not a team that has any sustained excellence right now.
Why do I get the feeling we're going to stay?
Rely on our kids. Sorry.
Why do I get the feeling it's going to stay 0-0 or they're going to nick this?
3 or 4 windows it's going to be at least, isn't it, to get this squad completely churned over.
I always thought that was a myth, and that was like somebody just trying to take the piss. But that's probably where we are. We are about 14 players away from where we want to be.
But you know what? It's always been that way.
The simple fact is we're in the middle of a pandemic.
5, right?
When Arteta took the job, we weren't in lockdown. We weren't in the midst of the pandemic, were we?
Tackle him! Sake, let him bump through you all.
That was awful.
Wait till you see the stats, lads. It's horrendous. It shows we should be at least a goal up or 2. At least.
Yeah. I was about to say, why do I get the feeling this is going to stay either 0-0 or they're going to nick it at the last second?
Well, this is what I'm afraid of, to be honest.
Yeah. The longer this goes on, I said this before, look what happened.
Well, I just say Palace is tough, man. They're not bum chums, man. Do you know what I mean? Away from home, they do it every season. They
raise their game against all the bigger teams as well, especially like Man City. Man, they do really well, don't they?
They've beaten all the top. Their top 6 record is shit on our top 6 record. That says a lot. And they always finish within the second half of the table. Like, come on, it says a lot.
Well. Yeah,
same stats now. Yeah,
we have been doing better against the top 6 under Arteta, haven't we? You have to say that. But it's these sorts of teams we need to do better against.
Wait, who did Lacazette come
on? My favourite players on. Yes.
Oh no!
I guess I was too late.
My second favourite player.
And this is the annoying thing. We're happy to stick him on, but apparently we really want to keep Balogun, but we won't even put him on the bench.
Yeah,
I like Warren.
Yeah,
Warren's my kind of humour.
Oh dear.
That's funny. That tickled me. That did.
What you up to minute wise?
8-11.
I hear that's what.
13.
Yeah.
Joel, you're in your chaise lounge or something, or
Yeah.
He's actually took Lacazette off.
Yeah, he took Lacazette off.
Yeah, we said that. You didn't hear us, right?
No, God.
No, I heard Eddie was coming on. That was
I'm
it.
currently in my boudoir.
I really hope Eddie gets the winner. That'd be so good.
When the magic happens.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, there's not much chance of that happening.
I would love that.
I was at the pub with my mate when we watched the West Ham game, and I said, you know what?
We're playing with
I have
10
a feeling
men
Eddie
now.
and Katie will come up and get the win. And then we did. So I'm not saying to save it for now. But,
that was a good goal, that was as well. That was really
Eddie's
good.
on the pitch, we're playing with 10
yeah,
men.
it was actually.
That was an underrated goal, that was, against West Ham.
I still don't get why we don't play Balogun. I just don't get it.
As long as his contract's not sorted out, he is not getting near their side.
I swear to God, if it's true that he's demanding about $100,000 a week, I don't blame it.
I doubt that.
No
probably
way.
He's not getting that anywhere.
I don't believe that.
There's not a team out there that's going to pay him that, so that's not it.
I honestly
team's
think that
gonna
he's
pay
getting
him
terrible advice by his agent. I think his agent's like filling his head full of crap.
There's agents the same as Zaka's and Iwobi and then Nketiah's, I think.
Yeah, it is. And Nelson.
Isn't people saying that he's pre-signed pre-contract with Leipzig, isn't he?
No, Fabrizio said it was all rubbish. Came out a couple of hours later and said, no, not true.
It's also the same agent for Sancho. Sancho's agent as well.
I'm absolutely baffled by it, to be honest.
I'm not. He's not playing.
If he's
Take him out! Thank you, Pepe.
We cannot be held to ransom by a player who's being greedy like that, who's not even made the first team.
That's got to be a foul. Come on.
Yeah. What the fuck? This guy's been fouling everyone. He ain't seen a card.
He's giving it.
Man.
Yeah, but he's not going to give him a yellow, though. That's about the 5th tackle he's made.
Even Arteta's pissed off at him.
5th foul. Look at that. Go on. Nut him. Nut Townsend. Go on. Give him one.
Nut him. Give him a Glasgow kiss.
Tierney would have.
And it.
That's it. See, Arteta should still be playing defensive midfielder, mate.
That's an handball.
So how is that not a yellow?
That's why.
How is that not a yellow?
He's been doing it all night.
No,
he's been doing it all night.
Warren's asked.
Absolutely. I love the way Eze plays.
That was shit,
Come on.
Hopefully Warren soon. Hopefully soon.
I don't know.
Oh, come on, ref.
It's getting a bit of a joke now, isn't it?
You see,
it's saying something in Warren's
Palace player having to go at Townsend, having to go at Arteta.
Because he tried to kick the ball and then obviously tripped him up.
Jesus Christ, hold in.
No.
Look at that.
No. Get up.
How's it not booking?
Give him a yellow card then, ref.
How the hell is that not
If
booking?
he's dived, give him a yellow. No, he won't.
Let me
You know, this is where you need to have a captain, right? This is where the captain should be talking up because, you know, if this is a captain sitting there going, what are you doing? You know, our captain is nowhere to be seen. Nobody's standing up for a really bad. Look at this. Nobody's even touched him.
I'm right with you, Gary. We need someone who actually, speaks up a bit.
Because your players are getting, you're out there playing against, an extra man out there, and nobody's listening to us.
Oh my god!
Shoot,
Just
man!
Just frustrating.
Shoot.
What did I say? What did I say? Zaha. What a surprise! Dived last year, got a pen.
Cheating bastard.
Well played, Louise. Well read.
That's still saying. Anyways.
Fuck's sake.
Come on, Pepe. Give us 72 million.
He needs
That's
time.
about £3 right now.
How much time do you want?
That was a nice ball.
Well, it'd be nice for him to start games. But...
Yeah,
Well,
exactly. I agree.
I agree with that.
What's he supposed to do? Like 20 minutes here, 20 minutes there, or whatever. Bloody joke.
I think this is going to say as it is, guys. I can't see us scoring.
Yeah, it will. It will. It'll be a draw. Yeah.
Oh, come on. How's that not foul?
What?
Have we actually been given a foul today?
Nothing's going our way.
Don't be silly. No, don't be silly. No, we're overplaying it to Eddie. Of course we are.
We've been overplaying it.
A fucking touch of a donkey.
Can't we put Eddie in an England shirt and then he'll score, won't
he? He needs Phil Foden.
Under 21 shirt, yeah.
Give him an England shirt. Give him the armband as well. He might score, yeah.
Just have him
man. Why would you just
such a dive? He's unbelievable.
Awful.
Get into the penalty box as quick as possible and just throw yourself on the floor.
I'll tell you, Holding landed horribly, didn't he?
Yeah.
Holding actually landed like face first.
Yeah. I can't understand people complaining about Holding's new contract. Why would you complain about that?
You think he's 25?
I know it ups his value as well. He's an English
player.
I don't think he's good enough. That's why I'm upset about it. And
but you protect
the value.
But if he walked out on a free, would you be upset at the end of his contract?
But he's on 2 years though. It's not like he's on his last year.
Yeah, but he's on less. He was on less than Runeson. He was earning less than Runeson.
Do you think that's fair? Talk about Runeson. He was a panic buy. Come on.
I'm sorry, mate. He's earned a better contract, 100%.
Well, you know what? I don't know if Aaron is their better contract, but Arsenal cannot let their players' value dip. They just can't.
Exactly.
They can't afford to do that. So that's the only reason why I think the contract's good. It has nothing to do with his quality right now. Arsenal just can't let people walk out the door anymore for free.
True.
I hear that. And I'm not disagreeing with you guys, but it's the fact that the guy's got 2 years already. He's not going to go on his last year.
You can't say I hear that and then go, he can't have his contract. That's the only way you maintain the value of the player.
Nah,
I think he's.
I think he should. This is
one of 4 or 5 centre backs. I think he can't do much better.
Sake, man.
Do you know what? If Nketiah hadn't put his hand on the ball, then I don't think he would have given a free kick. It's one of those games, isn't it?
Yep. McCarthy's coming on for Jodovic, by the way. Whatever his name is, the Crystal Palace captain.
Milivojevic,
that's the one.
Wasn't that the woman that was in Resident Evil?
Oh dear. Got all the references tonight, but the game's been that bad, boys and girls. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's all my fault. Everyone else is blaming me this last week or so, add to the fire.
I snapped my violin, sorry, mate.
I snapped my banjo string once.
Lovely.
Sam snapped his G-string once.
Yeah. Good job I got backup.
Playing with his wood.
Good job I got backup.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
It went back up somewhere.
Yeah.
Come on.
That James McCarthy was like meant to be on for big things and
Yeah.
kind of fizzled, didn't he?
Yeah,
He's
we
one
went.
of
He's like
the
the Palace.
14
There you
whose
go.
contract's running out this summer.
That's how it
Who's that?
usually goes.
McCarthy.
Oh, okay.
They've got 14 players out of contract in the summer.
That's mental, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
That is a badly run club. Jesus Christ.
And the thing is, like you said, and the manager's contract might be going at the same time.
Yeah.
How do you
I mean,
salvage
What?
any?
That is a
Are you
massive,
serious?
massive. Yeah.
Oh, Saka, no.
The second half.
It's like
Oh,
15 contracts down the drain
I
in
know.
one hit.
Talk
If they're not
about.
careful.
It's just a ridiculous situation in the summer they're going to find themselves in.
They're going to be like
4
Aston
minutes.
Villa.
Got something
They're going to be playing like under 17s.
4 minutes, by the way.
5 minutes.
Yeah.
4.
Yeah. Oh.
I want 5.
They haven't given you 5, so
Fine.
Why don't he spot the runs? It's so annoying, Xhaka. See, Nketiah would do that run then, and he just didn't even pass him the ball.
Yeah, and Ketty's useless.
No, it was Xhaka.
God. Well, Patrick, I should give it a minute.
Oh,
Russ
God.
is just Russ is just going to blame Nketiah, even if it's
Yeah.
the other.
It's all Nketiah's fault, yeah. Nketiah scores winning goal. It's his fault. How dare he score?
Yeah, it was a shit finish. I know he scored, but
I
it's
don't know
just
why
shit.
we just.
Well, League
I don't know why
Gunners
we just.
channel.
Why don't we just sell him to West Ham? I don't understand.
Our party's injured, I don't know.
Oh, terrific.
He's all right.
He's all right. He's got another leg.
Oh, dear.
Ref, man.
I cannot
Took
believe
him out.
Fucking hell, Vel.
when I gave
Come
my
on.
prediction yesterday on Richard's show, I said, well, that's probably put the kiss of death on it. It'll probably end up 0-0 now.
I'm not dead.
Oh, dear.
So I take responsibility.
Oh, dear.
Just hurry up.
Oof, that was a really good ball.
Oh, my God.
my bad cross.
Oh, Jack. No. Oh, here we go. This is when they're going to.
Oh,
of
my
course,
God.
yeah, of course, yeah.
What was that?
Oi!
Well,
Xhaka!
God,
No!
well, corner.
I'm aware you've got a wand of a left foot, but when it comes to playing football, no!
Oh, God.
Who's fell over?
Xhaka. Granite, yeah.
Jack.
Oh, my God.
In Granite we trust, though.
Oh, my
He just lets the ball go. We get it.
I've seen better movement in a piece of granite.
Oh, God.
It's just been one of those games, isn't it?
Yeah. There's come at some point.
The
And
weird
it's
thing
not,
is,
and it's not to say the ref hasn't helped,
no,
but
Also,
we haven't
also
helped
got a point.
ourselves either.
No.
No, I
No,
agree.
we haven't.
No.
You can't blame the
Absolutely
ref for all of it.
wrong.
No, but if the ref gives that
Should
pen in
have
the
had a
first half,
penalty,
it's a different. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a different. We get that pen and score. It's a different game. But no,
But the thing is, you can't just base it on that penalty, can you?
No, you can't, though.
Performance
No, you
just
can't.
hasn't
no,
been good enough.
but I'm just saying it would have been a different game if we got it and scored
Possibly.
it.
Stop being
Well,
nice, Ryan.
Alice still would have been. No. Oh,
I want to be
right.
negative.
Yeah,
though.
sorry, I'm negative. You're the
just
nice
don't
one,
get
Ryan.
No, I
I'm
didn't mean you. I
I'm
didn't
the
mean you.
negative,
Ryan.
Ryan.
I meant the other one.
Oh, I know the positive, Ryan. I'm the negative. one.
Oh, thank you, sir.
That's it. All done.
Hey, mate, I didn't even got started yet. Oh, game over. No.
How can we not beat fucking Palace ever?
That's 5 games now.
Got
disappointing.
cursed on us. I'm telling you, they've got cursed on us.
Absolute crap.
Oh my days! You know what? We've got clean sheet. The game's
We've
been
got
poor
Newcastle again next, haven't we?
on Monday
Yeah.
night.
Don't be
Yeah.
late.
They're going to put like a 5-5-0 formation again.
Oh, of course they will. But because the
They
game's
do,
been
they
so
fucked up.
poor, we need some entertainment.
Oh,
Joe, you got some food. You got some food on your chest, mate. Maybe
Yeah.
Hey. Oh my God.
I have to do something for the viewers to make up for that dull game. I'm sorry. But you know what? At least we didn't lose. That's the main thing.
And if Leeds win,
you know what?
we drop.
The frustrating thing is Melvin's got more chest hair than I've got hair on my body.
Yeah. Oh dear.
That was horrible, wasn't it, gentlemen? That was horrible.
That's poor.
You know, the worrying thing, though. The worrying thing was we didn't score for 90 minutes against Newcastle.
And we do it again today.
Yeah,
That was a stunning sign.
We really missed Kieran Tierney. We really did.
Yeah. And in terms of the table,
if we get Martinelli back as well, that's going to be a big help.
I'd rather have Martinelli on than Aubameyang.
He'll be back. He'll be back for Newcastle, Martinelli.
Yeah, I'd rather have him on than Aubameyang, to be honest.
Yeah, and that's the annoying thing. Spurs only drew yesterday. We could have made up some points today.
Yeah, but this is what we do. Every time other people drop points, we don't capitalise. This is what we do.
We're touching on that. We are literally, we stayed 11th for 24 points, 2 points off West Ham, Chelsea, Villa. Trying to think now. 5 off Southampton and 6. Is it 6 off Spurs? I'm not sure what they're at the moment. Something like that. That's 5 off Spurs. I don't know. But yeah. But still, we're still close to the bastards, considering we're meant to be in a relegation battle. If you know, you know.
It's 6, yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I better shoot, lads. To be honest.
No worries. No gets man a match and clean sheet. Yeah.
All right, guys. I will see you. I got to go back to this work thing.
I got to go and get something.
There you go. See you, gentlemen.
Oh, no worries.
Nice to meet. Nice to see you all again, mate.
See you guys.
Thanks a lot, mate. See you later.
Adam family.
Bye-bye.
Love you all. See you later.
Thank you. Those in the chat.
Bye.
Yeah.
Love you, Russ.
Oh dear.
Cheers, mate.
Thanks, mate.
Right. There's not much of us to be say about that. Bloody hell. On to Monday. Same again Monday.
It's not good. It's not good. We're lacking so much, you know.
I got asked by Colin to go on his show on Monday.
Oh dear. Same you
I think I might watch an episode of Sam's Wood.
Bloody hell, you won't let it go, will you?
You certainly haven't.
Now.
Got to touch wood.
Oh dear.
I'll see you soon, lads.
Staying
Take care.
5. Yeah,
See you later,
see you,
mate.
Job. See you on Monday.
Yeah, take care, lads.
No worries.
See you, mate.
Look good for first 20, then flat from now on in. Yep. Not much. Just literally, it showed how bad we have missed Kieran massively. And that left-hand
Nothing
side.
on the left there now.
Ainsley absolutely got torn apart today. He
Yeah, well, I
struggled
mean,
massively.
he's not a left back. He's not a left back. He was a left back. And,
no.
yeah, and it was just very just he doesn't suit the position at all.
And Cedric still can't get on.
No.
Oh dear.
So it shows you how he rates Cedric. And he still bought him
For a 4-year deal, yeah. Which makes no sense now because of what's going on. But yeah. Oh my days.
There's a lot more that doesn't make sense and makes sense football club, unfortunately. It's not
Real Madrid have been knocked out. Athletic Club advanced to play Barcelona in Sunday's Super Copa final at Real Madrid's expense. I reckon that's too big. He's been knocked out there. Obviously, Bayern Munich getting battered by the fucking tier 2 team last night in penalties. And it was a strong 11 as we saw in the group chat.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, not much really has to say. I mean, content-wise, was going to be a quiz tomorrow, but can't. Obviously, with the time frame and all that, everyone's a bit too busy. So me and Mark have discussed we're going to move it to next week. I'm going to let you know, guys, on Saturday or Sunday about that. With the dates and all that. Did a preview on Saturday at 4 o'clock UK time with a Newcastle fan, John Sinclair. And I was waiting to hear back on a couple people to come on as Arsenal fans. Obviously, it's just not just me and him. And yeah, doing a double. They do 2 watch-alongs, neutral wise. The Man United Liverpool one, the top of the table clash. Who would have thought? Fucking Liverpool United, and then the Serie A clash between Juventus and Inter Milan. And then we're back on Monday, Arsenal wise, for Newcastle at home again. Yay! Hopefully we don't get any more. Hopefully we get no more injuries. Tini comes back, Gabriel comes back, and we kick on because this is concerned. In two 90 minutes of football, we couldn't score a goal. And this one with a stronger team.
It's like flashbacks to 2 months ago.
Yeah. Oh my god! I swear, we go back to that route again, I'll be mad. But also, got to remember, also this is our second draw of the season as well.
I think it's actually. I'm going to put a pin. I mean, I'm going to hit the nail on the head here, and I'm going to tell you what it is. It really is the combination of players, because with Martinelli, things look so much different. There's just so much more movement. There's so much more, going on up there in the final third. And when Aubameyang's playing, with a Lacazette who's back with his old self, basically, it's just dead. Aubameyang and Lacazette are just dead. They don't offer you anything. We were so dead. And of course, with our left side today, with Aubameyang and Maitland-Niles, there was just nothing there between them two. It was just nothing. So you got one side of the pitch that's effectively not working at all. And then the other side of the pitch, you've got Bellerin, who did okay, but he still struggles. And, working with Saka, had another decent game, but still, not brilliant today. Ceballos was actually quite good today, creating a lot from the middle, but then he got subbed. He was our most creative player, and he got taken off.
And the worst,
the weird one.
And the worst one at the pairing got finished the game, and almost cost us at the end as well. The irony.
Exactly. And Smith Rowe was hidden in a pocket today. He had he had a few involvements that were decent, a few decent passes, but he couldn't really take hold of the game because he was in that pocket where he was covered by Crystal Palace players, and the players we had couldn't get to him. Lacazette, Aubameyang, Maitland-Niles, Bellerin, just couldn't find him. So it was again. It shows you that the combination of players is so vital. So when we have Martinelli back. If we play Martinelli instead of Aubameyang and we keep Lacazette in the middle there because he works better with Martinelli and Saka, then maybe we'll start something happening. But right now, it's just with Aubameyang's just we can't play him at the moment. He's just he's just not doing anything. We've got to be brutal with that, even though he's the captain. He shouldn't be automatic. It shouldn't be an automatic pick. This is another thing. This is another thing what Arteta needs to take stick for. Is his favoritism and his stubbornness to keep playing players who are just not doing anything. It's just it's
well,
not
at least
good.
he's dropped Willian at least.
Yeah, it's good to drop Willian, but Aubameyang should be playing.
Yeah, I think it's like I said at the beginning of the stream. I think Aubameyang was enforced because of the Martinelli situation. I think if Martinelli maybe played, maybe he might have been on the bench. I don't know, doubt it, but you never know. This
kid called Balogun.
Oh yeah,
looks very good. You might want to play him instead of Lacazette. Give Lacazette a little breather, and then on the left, you can play Saka out on the left, and you can play. For example, you can give either Reece Nelson a go, or you can give Pepe a go outright.
I mean, no disrespect to Eddie when he came on, but he didn't do anything to sort of liven things up front either. He didn't make any sort of runs off the ball to try and stretch them either, like their defence or anything. He's had over a year now at the club, as in since Arteta's come in. Arteta's given him a year. Yeah, he's scored a few goals here and there, but as I keep saying, Balogun is just breaking through, and you compare it to when Eddie broke through and where Eddie is now. Balogun is still leaps and bounds ahead of him. Everything he has to his army compared to Eddie, and yet it seems arrogant and favoritism. favouritism and arrogance from Arteta is going to cost us a potentially really good striker here, a goal scorer that actually ironically fits the mould of what he's trying to implement going forward. But hey, what do we know?
I think he should have been given a chance at least. I mean, maybe not from start, but at least 20 or 30 minutes at least. Because how do you know if he's going to make the grade or even be good enough if you never play him? Europa League is just not the standard. He's got to try it in the Premier League, and he keeps trying Nketiah, and it doesn't work. Nketiah is not a player that suits our style. And how many times do we have to keep playing him to realise this is Arteta again doing the same thing again and again and again, and it doesn't. This is the big issue I have with Arteta. He just doesn't realise that things aren't working. He needs to change things quicker. And needs to react. He needs to be more proactive. I saw there was a comment earlier in the chat. I can't remember who, but it was right. Arteta's too slow and too reactive. He just waits and waits and waits until things are so bad he has to do something instead of thinking, "Oh, this is not looking good. I need to change it and try and create something different going into the next match." Being proactive. He doesn't. He just sticks the same lot out there. He thinks are going to do the same thing, and it just doesn't work.
Chances created most of this match. Eze 3, Holding 2.
Yeah,
and that's so Holding created our most had our most creative most chances in our game for us. And that's again. I'm just, as you said, This is why I'm still not. I'm not like really. I'm not like back on with Mekiel. Like, he's definitely the man. No, we had a few wins. Wins are great and all that. But it's these sort of things where he's, as you said, and as I can't remember it was in the chat, said he's so. Someone called the first sub he made. They said they would do that at half time. He did that 15 minutes later.
Yeah, exactly. It's too late all the time. It's too late. And there's Warren. So there's Warren in the chat who said that about reactive, and he's dead right. It's just he's such a reactive manager, and it's bringing us down. It's this. Not doing, making the right decisions early enough and not using the right combination of players. He keeps dilly-dallying with the same players, doing the same thing. Yeah, he dropped Willian today, but then he's got David Luiz back in the team, and he's using Maitland-Niles as a left back instead of Cedric, and he's and using Aubameyang. The guy, yes, he scored a goal. Recently, but he's been dead all season since the first game, basically.
Yeah, he said that. There's a thing that's gone out. He said, I haven't been myself all season since I signed that contract. But no one asked him why. What is it? What's done this to you? But also, the
wallet's weighing him down.
The excuse of resting Pablo Mari now, team does. If you look at it now, it's pathetic. Because we're playing. What's it, Thursday? The next game is on Monday. Plenty of respite. If you get the win today, you can. If you want to rest him on Monday, fair enough.
The thing is, I mean, we don't know what's going on behind the scenes. Okay, we don't know details. But the thing is, if he is 100% match fit, if he is actually 100% match fit because he's come back now, he's played a few games. I think personally, he's match fit. We don't know. Maybe he's had a little knock or a little niggle or something. They were saying the information coming out was he had a tight calf or something like that. Just as a precaution. No, that was Tierney. But also they're saying Mari had a tight calf or something like that. So they haven't taken a precaution. We don't know. But the thing is, if he's match fit, he's only played. How many games has he come back and been fully fit and played? I can't remember. It's not many.
Since the Chelsea game. So
3 or 4 games, isn't it? Is it 4 games?
Yeah.
It's 3 or 4 games, right? So he's played 3 or 4 games. He can play today. He can play again in 3 days. And he can play again after that. Because the whole point is, if you can't play every... if you can't play twice a week...
10 or so, yeah.
If you can't play twice a week, basically, as a professional footballer in the Premier League, this is what gets to me. It's I get if you're coming up to a really important game like a Champions League final or semi-final or an FA Cup final or something like that, and you really want to preserve your best players to be tip-top sharp, I can understand that. But when every single point in the league now is so vital, you got to, the players who can play and who are fit enough to play, they need to be playing. They can handle 2 games a week, and that really gets to me, this whole rotation thing for the sake of rotating. No, if you're fit, you play.
Yeah. I mean, Frankie.
Balogun's not going to be picked, is he?
No, it doesn't look
it looks like
Balogun's
Balogun's on his way out. It looks like he's on his way out, isn't he?
It's not. He's not going to get picked at all.
No.
It's obviously Arteta is using. He's obviously keeping him out of the team because of what's going on off the pitch, and it's a bloody shame because the kid looks like a talent. And you know what? You know, it'd be so typical. It'd be so typical if he did head off to somewhere like Leipzig or somewhere, some team that will
Dortmund, Munich, Barcelona.
No, he's got to go somewhere that's going to give him game time, right?
No, but what I'm saying. Then he'll go to that sort of team at some point and be. Look at Gnabry.
I'm saying he's going to go somewhere now as a stepping stone that's going to give him game time, and in 2 or 3 seasons he's going to be amazing. Like you said, he's going to be amazing and go to like you said, Dortmund or a Munich or a Barcelona in 2 or 3 seasons. We'll be like, fucking hell, this is Gnabry all over again. Even though I understand Gnabry was a different situation, he wasn't exactly setting the world alight when we got rid of it. But the thing is, we can see Balogun has the talent and the potential, and we can see he plays well when he plays, and then just not playing him at all is just mind-boggling. That's another thing with Arteta, this stubbornness he has with certain players. It's not right. It's not right.
No, I mean, thank you in the chat saying my view is that given the board and the owners employed a novice, they must expect rookie mistakes.
That's what we're seeing, right? We're seeing rookie mistakes. We're seeing a lot of basic errors, and this is him learning on the job, right? As I've been saying all along, it's him being an apprentice. It's him learning on the job, and this is what's costing us points. This is what's keeping us back. And this is the main reason why I'm very skeptical with Arteta, is because how long is it going to take him to learn from these mistakes? We can't. Russ does give him time and all that. We've got all that banter going, but the thing is, you want to win games. Football is about winning games, and this manager, he's not an experienced manager. He's not experienced with man management. He's not experienced with talent, using talent, handling talent. This is the thing. We should have a very experienced manager, in my opinion, who is both good at man management and good with talent. Because we have a lot of talent that we need to take care of.
Hell of a lot of talent.
So this is why, I know it's a guy who's probably very hard to get hold of, but someone like a Ten Hag. You've got Ten Hag, he handles talent and he's got great man management. He's a great manager, man management wise. He's done marvels with Ajax. This is the type of guy we should be having, or someone else who works very well with youngsters as well. Could bring through youngsters, just basically knowing how to play and where and to bring, not be scared of using them, and also getting the best out of our players and making the right decisions. Finding who is playing better, using them, finding the right combinations, and not being scared of. You can't be scared of dropping the players who are influential, who are not playing. Like Aubameyang, yes, he's our captain. Yes, he's he's our highest paid player, but he's at the moment he's probably one of our worst players. He keeps playing. It makes no sense.
Taib says Dutch managers are pretty good apart from Koeman.
Koeman said a nightmare.
But Brownlee's also saying in the chat the German league is a farmers' league. I wouldn't trust any player after Werner, Havertz, and Haller, or Holder, even pronounce his name. But the thing is, with Werner and Havertz, there's the same situation there. These are potentially world-class players being managed by a rookie. Even though he was a world-class player himself, he's never managed this. His level has always been at a level, Derby County and his youth team. Let's be honest.
Well, you see Lampard is, like you say, Lampard is struggling at Chelsea. He's got those big names, and he's using them wrong. He's using them out of position, and I think there's already a lot of discontent in the dressing room, and and it's that you're in a situation like that with a big squad with big names, and it's not working. The pressure is on you straight away, and I don't think he's handling the pressure very well. To be honest, they're not playing very well. So again, it's you can't jump from Derby County, for like one season at Derby County or whatever it was, to Chelsea with all those big names. It just doesn't work.
No, it doesn't.
One reply to Tier 4 in the chat. We're not actually getting on the manager. We're pointing out there's still flaws where he can improve on. We're not going, he's out, get him out. We're saying there's flaws in the system still where he does need to improve on. And as someone else said in the chat, he does need that experienced senior head alongside him to sort of help guide him.
Well, we knew from the selection, weren't we? The team tonight, we knew it wasn't right. It shouldn't have. Some of those players shouldn't have started. All right, we didn't concede, but I wouldn't have really started David Luiz. But
so we're not getting on. We're not saying we're getting on his back, get him out. We're just saying literally there are flaws in the system. He does need to improve here, there, etc. We're not like other channels go, that's it, get him out. After one draw.
No, I'm not saying get him out. I mean, I am willing to. I was at our worst. I wanted to get him out because things were just so bad. I just thought, listen, we just need to just cut our losses and just move on. But then he got forced into those changes and it worked. And I was like, okay, let's give this guy a new go. And I do want him to succeed. Yeah. But again, he's just like you're saying. We're all saying he keeps making basic errors.
At the end of the day, we're just trying to be constructive and. We're criticising, but we're trying to be constructive about it and not be like other channels are. So they say, but it is. Oh dear. Bernie saying you can't blame Lampard for Werner's missed opportunities, though. You can when he's playing a centre forward on the wing, so he's out of position anyway. But on the
and also he's in terrible form when he keeps playing. He's got what's his name. What's his name? What's his name? The young
Tammy Abrahams.
Abrahams. He comes off the bench, scores goals. He's looking a lot better than Werner. He should, he should be playing ahead of Werner, basically.
Even Sevilla plays better than bloody.
He keeps playing players who are not in form. Keep missing the goal. Keep doing this. Keep doing that. He's doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Frankie in the chat as well saying this really was the ideal match for Balogun. Yeah, we've all said that. At least as a second half sub, exactly. Better than fucking what we've got with Eddie. No disrespect to Eddie, but still, Havertz cannot get a game. Then when he does, he's still crap anyway. Unless it's like League 2 opposition in the cup. Steve saying you have Tier 4. If you look at our last 4 games, even though we have won 3 and tied 4.
The number 4, the fourth one.
Yeah. We have not really played that well, and as Sam says, he is making the same mistakes over and over again. It's cost us points. I mean, it's cost us points. It definitely cost us points tonight. I hope. Again, he does. Obviously, going to be in the summer now. He just needs to sort of clear out of someone in his backroom staff and bring some of an experienced head. Just to help guide him for the next season or so.
Yeah.
Because when Arsene Wenger came to the club, Pat Rice was obviously caretaker manager, but obviously the number 2, etc. Arsene Wenger kept Pat Rice on as that experienced head of bled Arsenal, knew everything about Arsenal, and it sort of went from there. They grew a relationship there. Whereas obviously he's brought in the David Moyes' ex number 2 that didn't do well. Obviously, when you look at Man United and 11 years at Everton, but not men of his own, basically, not someone that can grab him to one side and say, actually, this is what I would do. Even on the training pitch, this is what I did. This is the player that should be playing, or it's just little things at the moment. It's as it said, it's cost us tonight 3 points. We've got a point, but it's, you know what I'm saying. And it could have 3 points. If we'd got them 2 more extra points, would have put us 4 points off.
Yeah, it's like as I was saying with it. For me now, we've got to play. Unless you physically can't play, you've got to play our best players every game now. because every game in the league is an important game. We need to get as many points as possible and finish as high as possible. That is what we need to do.
Yeah.
You know, what are we going to save the players for? What are we going to save them for? You know, we got. I mean, we got Benfica coming up in February, but that's in February. I mean, come on.
That's middle February as well. That's it's still over a month, just like about 3-4 weeks.
It's about a month, isn't it? Mid-February, basically. So, what we're going to start resting players for mid-February? I mean, come on.
There's one says in the chat now. I think Brownie mentions it as well. Palace do turn up against the bigger teams.
All credit to Palace. They played well tonight. Palace played very well tonight, and they deserve their point.
They've been a bogey team of ours for a while.
Again, this is we sort of. I think Melvin said it. Someone said it earlier that for the last how many years, the way teams come to us nowadays, fans or no fans, and just park the bus and try to either counter-attack us. It was us. Try and counter-attack us and win the game, or just set up for a point.
Yeah, because they know how to play us, right? They know tactically how to play us.
Yeah, we had no plan A, B, C. In that situation, we have no plan. Even under Mikel was meant to bring this elusive plan to the table now. It's been here over a year. And we are seeing them. It's just again, it's little mistakes. It's the same mistakes, but it's them little ones that are costing us at the moment. The quicker he learns and quicker, the better. For me,
I think. Sorry, go ahead.
In terms of getting an experienced head in, I'd go out there and get another ex-Arsenal man, someone that bleeds the club as well, that had that success, that has that coaching experience. Dennis Bergkamp, who's always said he wants to be a coach, not a manager or a head coach, just wants to be a coach. Give him the assistant role, and you never know. And he's got experience in that field anyway. When he was at Ajax, what's the worst that could happen?
I agree. I mean, Bergkamp. I mean, is of course he's got a lot there. He could give a lot. I think through his experience, of course, and his and just that it's his whole his whole attitude, isn't it? I mean, the guy is absolutely lives and breathes top class, world class professionalism, doesn't he? I mean, we've all heard the stories how the guy's basically squeaky clean, isn't he, from top to bottom? So just 100% focused on doing everything right, a perfectionist. Someone like that. The ultimate professional, the ultimate perfectionist, and that is someone we could really do. I think to bring in as someone who could help him and give him ideas and be a good presence for the team. But for me, I think we need to see what happens in the summer. I don't think we're going to see very much in the January transfer window, to be honest.
No.
We'll probably loan a goalkeeper. We'll get rid of a couple of players. We'll probably see Ozil go. We'll see Socrates go. Maybe one or two others. And then in the summer's going to be the big transfer window. And listen, I mean, if we can get some of the right players in, it's going to become a lot more interesting for next season because it's about getting in the right players. We need to get in the players that are going to improve us. Bring us up a level or two, and we need to be brutal, and we need to get rid of the players who are dragging us down. We need to get rid of, in my opinion, we need to get rid of Lacazette. Willian, we need to hand him back. I mean, is there some kind of guarantee policy or something? We can hand him back or something, take him back.
It's after 12 months. There you go.
Yeah, is there a 12-month guarantee on him or something like that, like a television? I mean, I mean. And listen, I know this might be controversial, but I just really can't see Aubameyang as much now. I think he can improve a little bit again because I just do think he's really in a slump in form. But listen, even if he picks up some form, I just think he's turned the corner now, and I just can't see him going back to the way he was. And if we can cash in on him. I would cash in on him and Lacazette, Willian, and use that money for some younger, better, more impactful players. We need an attacking midfielder who's going to come in and complement Smith Rowe and rotate with Smith Rowe and be a mentor for him, because I don't want Smith Rowe to disappear. I think Smith Rowe can become a really good player for us, and I want him to be a part of our first team. And we need to bring in a left back, and we need to bring in a world class right back. We won't do that though, obviously, because he loves Bellerin. But that's what we should be doing. And we need to ideally be bringing in, like I said, at least one or two decent forwards. If we're not going to have a Balogun, it's going to be too soon for the other couple of talents we've got in the wings. With Merlot's looks very exciting, the Swede, but still he's too young yet, too unproven. So we need to bring in one or two, well-known good players who can come in.
Past the next couple, 2-3 years or so.
Give us an impact. Strikers. Who can come in and do a good job, and that's what we've got to do. We've got to be ruthless. But if we do it or not, that's what we've got to see. And that's the tools we need to give Arteta. And if he gets the right tools, we get some decent players in, then next season is going to be a proper test for him, because then he doesn't have excuses. You can't hide behind, I just have Deadwood, I don't have the right players. No, sorry, you've got these players now who are better, who we brought in. Now you've got to show us what you can do. That's going to test.
It'll be like, you've been here long enough now. Come on, crack on. But Warren says in the chat: Leno, Tierney, Mardi, Gabriel, Smith Rowe, Martinelli, Saka, Balogun.
Yeah, they're all worth keeping. Yeah, I mean, some of them are very important players, of course. But Balogun, I'd love to keep Balogun to see what he could give us. I think Smith Rowe could be a really important player for us going forward. Gabriel is our player of the season so far. What a revolution he's been. Revelation, sorry. He's been. Tierney is another amazing player for us so far. We've got all these great players as building blocks. We've actually got a decent spine of the team. There we need to add around it and build on it. We've got those building blocks there. We just need to fill it out with the rest. We need a decent backup back, and I would love a world class right back. I'd love to if we could have the balls to go to Inter and buy Hakimi, or if we could get, or we don't even have to do that. We could spend a lot less and buy Max Aarons or Tariq Lamptey. One of those two would be a much better improvement on Bellerin. You bring in one of those two, and then looking for those two strikers. This Edouard from Celtic looks like he could do a good job. There are plenty other players out there who could come in and do more than what we have. I'm sure they could. Yeah. And when it comes to an attacking midfielder, why not Buendia? Why not Buendia from Norwich? I think he could rotate very well with Smith Rowe and be a mentor for him, even though he's only a few years old. He's good, has the experience, and I think those two could work together. So. Yeah, I'm interested to see what they do in the summer, but it's the summer that's going to be the key. Nothing's going to happen now in January apart from keeper and getting rid of the players. The summer's going to be the big, pivotal moment.
Well, Tetter's that desperate as well. He's trying to get rid of Socrates. He doesn't want him there. We've offered him to Liverpool, apparently.
Yeah.
That's saying something about that situation. But But as I said, hopefully come back on Monday, and hopefully the lads can get the head out of their arses and actually get 3 points for us and get us back on track on the winning way. Because obviously, after Monday, league-wise, we've got Southampton and Man United coming. Southampton away, obviously, will still be a tough game, no matter even if we're able to get Fraser Forster on loan or whatever. They've still got obviously Arthur McCarthy and Theo and this, that, and the other. And Theo will be up with a point again, like he did the other week. And then we've got Man United at the moment, as it stands. Obviously, things can change between now and then.
They're in form. They're in form now. Yeah,
as I said, they're in form. Isn't it ironic though? Obviously, the night that obviously the statement comes up from the Premier League FA and all that any goal celebrations, like touching each other, high fiving, hugging, anything like that, will be met with the ultimate consequences. That suddenly we didn't see any goals tonight. Conspiracy.
Here we go. So I put the tin-foil out. Where's my tin-foil out? Where is it? I'll go get it.
I'm making excuses for Mikel now. Come on. Got to be positive somehow.
Got to be positive, mate.
Yeah. No, let's see now what happens if it keeps keeps, you know, the same things keep happening again, which, you know, it's not going to bode well for him, is it? If he keeps making those same mistakes. At the end of the day, if you're not getting points, you know, that's what it's about, is getting points, unfortunately. So if you're not getting the points, you're not doing your job, and at the end of the day, you can only go so far where someone draws the line and says, sorry, you know, you can't do this anymore. We need to bring in someone else.
Yeah. And with that, I'm going to wrap things up because it's late. I'm shattered. I mean, Sam, you've got work. I mean, you're probably shattered as well because you're ahead of us, aren't you?
Yeah, I've got work in about half an hour. So yeah.
Yeah. And then Russ, you got your content to do, which Brownie does bring up, by the way. So I'm going to give Russ the floor first to promote his new channel. He's one of us now.
Thanks very much, mate. You can catch me at Arsenal Central on YouTube and at RuggyBoy101 on Twitter.
And Sam, what about yourself?
Yeah, I've got no channel anymore. I decided to pack that in. So I'm just doing guest appearances now on different channels. I'm mostly here with Ryan on Mr. Arsenal podcast and the Arsenal fan circle, the American lads. Well, I'll be there later tonight after work, actually, when they do their analysis later on, and do some also with Daniel, the blind gooner, sometimes. But yeah, thanks for having me. It's been great. You can follow me on Twitter if you like. It's at 1980_Greenwood. And thanks for having me on. It's been the chat and the banter is always great. And watching Arsenal, it's not that fun, but that's what we got. That's what we go for as fans, isn't it? You know, we got to take troughs with the peaks, haven't we? Unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately, so yeah. But yeah, anyone that's new to
started 20 years ago, we'd have been all right. You see.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That would have been fun. That would have been fun.
Yeah.
Especially that 304 season, Jesus Christ, we probably would have been the most arrogant bastards going.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's another win.
It's how many winning by today? The last 3, 4, 5. Yeah.
3-0 in 15 minutes.
They were the days. It was just, when are we going to score? You know, when are we going to score our first goal? 15 minutes, 20 minutes. Yeah.
Yep.
No, it's how many we're going to score, mate.
And that as well, of course. Yeah.
As
swagger we had in that team. Bloody hell.
As Middlesbrough found out a year ago, 2006, but yesterday, but in 2006, basically.
That game was amazing.
7-0. Jesus Christ. No mercy.
It goes down in history, that. Yeah. It goes down in history, that does.
Yeah, imagine a team scoring goals and having no mercy in the opponent, no matter who they were. Oh, dear. Oh, good old days.
They were the days, and we were lucky enough. We were lucky enough to see them, lads.
Cheers,
we were lucky
Brownie.
enough to see them.
Cheers, Steve.
So, yeah, if you're new to the channel, if you come across this and you've seen what we've done tonight, the banter and all that between ourselves and the chat, and you like this sort of watch-alongs, do subscribe to the channel, do smash the like button, do share the content around. And I'll see you on Saturday, 4 o'clock, for the Newcastle preview. And until then, as always, I say enjoy the rest of your evening, what's left of it. Don't watch anything Arsenal related, and you'll be fine. As always, up the Arsenal. Come on,
the Arsenal. Come on, yeah.